Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. Please ignore the fact that I'm dead. Honestly, real talk, is it really a fucking MineCast if Coco doesn't die first right off the bat when she's not here? But good morning, afternoon, evening, and welcome back, everybody. I hope y'all are having a fantastic Saturday and a good continuation of your weekend. Yo, hello there, Tiberius and Draco both. How are y'all doing? Coco doing an early stream? Yes. For anyone who is unfamiliar with us doing Minecraft with Ryker, it is a collab that happens normally every other week. We haven't done it for a couple weeks just due to like some scheduling issues and such, but we're back again. It will be earlier than my normal times of 10:30, 11 p.m. Eastern because the fact Ryker is 3 hours behind me. So yeah, it does cause, it was a little funky at first to get used to, but that's why whenever I put the schedule up, for when we're doing Minecraft, I do specify right next to it that it is starting earlier and that it's, yeah, not the usual. which if you ever want to see our schedule, @SMHMart Twitter, or even on Discord, I cross-post over to there. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully good. It is kind of chilly, just a little bit, but not as cold as it was, so that's pretty pog. Also, we are in a multi right now with Ryker, my good friend and fellow collaborator. So if you wouldn't mind, @SMHMart multi in the chat. If you can, please watch both of us. And also go check out Ryker. And speaking of him, let me undeafen. Meowdy do, gamers! About to say, Ryker might still be doing... Ryker is doing his own thing still. Well then. So we're going to sit here and wait because I need to make sure that he can come back in so that I can TP to him so that we don't die again. I mean, sure, no, I could just go in the nether and TP. I do have the coordinates. Game into New Vegas? Nice. New Vegas is one I have contemplated streaming. Because I had to play...
with the butter of cocos.
Hey, Meowdy do gamer, there you are. Hello.
Meowdy.
Meowdy do.
How's it going?
Not much. We're talking about New Vegas.
Fallout?
Yes.
Yes, I just couldn't remember. I was like, what's the name of the ting?
Yes.
The ting of the wing.
Tiberius is playing it right now, and I was just mentioning, I had a playthrough before on my older computer. Not my old stream computer, like my actual old personal computer that could run it for some reason.
Damn it, Darek. Fine,
yeah.
I can't fight anything. How long is it?
Oh, you can't fight? Oh, that's okay. I'm just gonna go MLG 360 no scope like a bitch.
I mean, okay, that's gonna be that's gonna be fun. Yeah, it is. Yes. Suck. How long is it? Is it like 5 minutes? I don't remember the timer for that one.
Oh, does that mean I get the sword?
No, you don't get the sword. I just don't get to use it.
Okay, well, but like we need it for the skull drop. So that means I can use it for now if you want.
Simply, yes, I am with the butter of cocos. Yes, yes.
You're buttery cocoa. But if you're buttery cocoa,
it is the butter of cocos. Yes, yes, that's
yes.
what I said.
Yes, hello, it is I. I'm probably I'm probably frozen on Riker's side, but hello, I promise you I do move.
Someone actually redeemed this. I might actually lower it, but for today, I will honor it. 25 minutes. I have the timer right here. Start. There we go. I have it on my phone. There we go. I'm putting it down. Oh, God! Ah, the fire! Ah!
Did you TP back into the nether by chance? Because, I'm dead and I would like to not be dead anymore.
Yes, I did TP back to the nether, but I'm in an inconvenient spot, so you're more than welcome to, but you're gonna have to climb.
I bet.
It's the climb! Yeah. You see where we are?
You fell off the ledge, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Hold on. I think we have
I'll let you know this, Derek, because I need to get wither skulls. I will fight the wither skeletons, but nothing else. Nothing else will I be able to fight. Because it's still honoring it. Does that work for you, bro? Alrighty. How are we gonna get through this? Oh, you just gonna build up? Alright, cool.
Yeah, I figured that's probably just the easiest way for us to do this.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Alright. Gucci.
Unfortunately, not the first time we've had to do... Okay, wait, hold on. There is... Okay, so be careful. We are going to have to now start building up the other way because this is a dead end.
Sounds about right. It is always a dead end with... Every ninja has a target. That do be true. I mean, I do be the assassination man.
Yes, he when he's not stealing husbandos and waifus, he is a cold-blooded murderer.
This do be true. I mean, I don't do it as often anymore. I have morals, but, you know, occasionally, whenever I'm feeling like violence.
An assassin with morals, that's respectable. Alright, here we Gucci now. Oh yeah,
let me drink my coffee real quick.
Brought us actually back up to this thing. Oh fuck, there is another blaze. Oh no, it's a wither! Fuck.
Wait, I gotta.
Yeah, I'm okay. I am running around the room with him. Oh yeah, no, take your time, Ryker. Take your time. Don't worry.
I got it. I got it.
All right, cool. You do that. I'll get the blaze.
Okay.
This bitch mine 360. No scope.
Let me know when all the things arrive. Oh yeah, absolutely. I will let you know, Cisco, because I know all 3 of them have shipped. One of them has given me an estimated date of the 10th. The other one gave me an estimated date of yesterday, or actually 2 days ago. So I have no idea where that one is, and the other one gives me no date. So kind of rolling the gambit a little bit on this one.
So yeah, I did just teabag where that blaze died.
Welcome to
I am toxic.
Throne is inconsistent.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ryker has a throne, guys. Exclamation mark throne in the chat.
No! Not obligation. Bad. Very bad.
Buy him things if you feel obligated to, and also are financially able to.
And how is Coco doing? Oh, how are you doing, Coco?
I'm Gucci.
Hey, Gucci, that's pretty good.
Right, there we go.
God damn it, Coco, why you like it?
He's my chaotic little gremlin.
Ah!
Right,
come on, man. No. I swear to God, if someone does it today, I will, like, cry. I'm
gonna die. Haha.
What do you mean?
I'm quirky.
Yes, sim for our ninja boy. No! Please, I'm simple, kind ninja boy. Please don't do it.
Now do it anyway. It's funny.
Ah! Pain. Oh, hello. Oh, there's no weather out here. Damn it. I thought there'd be a weather. Let me do this. Let me just skedaddle. Ah! There's a blaze!
Also, yo!
1 year? That's cool and hot.
Yo, Soggy! Thank you so much for the 1 year resub. Welcome back to the Buttery Bourgeoisie.
Damn,
hey!
Shoot!
How's it going?
Crazy.
Also, good morning.
Oh my God, why am I being attacked? 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 Ah! Oh my God, please don't die. No, I will live.
I will survive. The animatronics here do get a little quirky at night.
Oh, dude. Hee-hoo, quirky. Oh.
I mean, I am kind of quirky XD. What can I say?
Are you the quirky version of Chica? Or which animatronic are you?
Nah.
I feel like there's a BuzzFeed that's like, which animatronic are you?
I'd say I'm the dead one, but then that really doesn't shorten the list potential.
No, that literally does nothing. All of them are dead. I know. The Blaze do be like, hey, yo, you busted in my territory, bro. You gonna get capped.
Oh, robots are dead. Yeah, don't worry, fellas. We figured out the error in my logic. Don't worry.
Real fast, the error was immediate. It was like, error was caught, error was caught.
Also, Max, thank you for the posture check, first off, and the hydrate reminder. Also, hello, Max.
Ooh.
How you do, gamer? Meowdy do, or Konichi was up, I guess, as you say.
Chug. Oh shoot, I don't have a helmet anymore.
Sheesh, Konbo, what's up? Yeah. Oh, I have only a helmet. That's funny.
Yeah, we might do the— oh, to your side! To your side!
Well, I gotta get the one in the front first!
Yo, what's up, D? How's it going, brother? How you doing? How you been?
Alright, where is he? Oh, is he down the hall?
Why am I being capped? Why? No more capping, please. Ah! I'm scared, I'm big scared. Oh god, run away.
Gotta teabag. Gotta teabag a little bit, you know?
Teabag your mom.
I am teabagging these blazes. I'm not gonna lie. I am being a toxic bitch. I fully admit that.
The Elden Ring. Redeem. I love that one. That's my favorite one. I forgot to state it was a sound effect. Yeah. Oh, Elden Ring. Yeah, it's the sound redeem. That's what it do. I would be. It's a good sound redeem. What do I do? What?
Now get back here, bitch. You're not living.
Making sound effects for Elden Ring?
Fuck off.
Because I wanted to, because I could.
Fuck off.
No other particular reason. It's not even I like. You see, the irony in that is I don't even like.
Why, you don't even like Elden Ring? Kind of cringe.
Why would I teabag my mom? Because she lost like a scrub, so you gotta make sure to rub salt in that wound.
Yeah, tell her that she needs to get good.
Bling bling. But but I don't want to be bling bling boy from the renowned television show Johnny Test.
Oh my gosh. Are you these like when it like animation change Johnny Test?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, the good one. All right.
Yeah, the good one. Hell fucking yeah. How you doing, Max? How you been, brother?
I miss old
What you
Johnny
been up
Test.
to? Bro, I miss the old Johnny Test. Like, I don't know, it had a feel to it. People always made fun of it for the whip sound effect.
The
I was
whip
like,
crack,
yeah, it was overused. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, listen, I loved the show so much. It was well written. It was funny. It was entertaining. And they also did riff on a lot of shows. Like, I mean, hell, they even riffed on Pokemon at one point, like multiple times. It was fucking great.
I was gonna start killing them because we need that. They're taking up the area too much.
Yeah, they are. They are taking up spawn rates, so.
Don't worry, I am going to go back there and slaughter all of them. Is boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin' a robot? He do go beep boop. You're right. You're right.
Beep beep bop boop beep bop beep bop beep. Were you playing Friday Night Funkin' recently? Is that why?
No, someone in chat said that. I have not played Friday Night Funkin' in a while.
I want to. I mean, I heard. See, this is what sucks. I really wish I
Don't
had money.
stream it. Just don't stream it.
I'm not gonna stream it, but I'm just like, man, I really wish that they had made their goal to be able to port this game to PS1.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
I would have genuinely bought that day one because I love when people demake things for other consoles, especially like older consoles, because it's so fun. It's like, oh, look at this new game I now own.
It is nice, especially since a lot of demakes are pretty good.
What's going on, y'all? God has allowed me to live another day, and now everyone gets. And now it gets to be everyone else's problem. That sounds about right for all of us, Max. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a hug. You want Googie? Because I give Googie to Dark holiday. So you know what? I'll give you Googie. What type of Googie you want? You want a chocolate chip? You want a Snickerdoodle?
They're almost dead. I have like a helmet. I don't even think I have a helmet at all at this point anymore. Let's see.
You just want to like go back home and just get the armor?
Well, consider it. Well, we could. Oh, hold on, Blaze. Time to be toxic.
What is this? What is the name of the song, dude? I love this. The Power to Accept Her. Oh, nice. Oh, interesting name for the song. Yeah, I haven't had peanut butter cookies in forever. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty good.
Peanut butter cookies sound good.
There's
another one.
I can talk about this. Because I was talking about like getting peanut oil for my chips, my homemade potato chips that I've been making like since yesterday, man. It has been a while, right? I wanted to document it on Twitter, but I was like, you know what? I want to step away from the internet for a little bit. I want to just have this be my own thing, you know, for just once.
No, that makes sense. Can I ask what got you into like wanting to just make your own potato chips from scratch?
I like making food. I've always liked cooking. Cooking
is very
has been
fun.
like a therapeutic thing. Yeah, I got into it during high school because I actually took a cooking class. I was like, oh, I'm going to college. I need to be able to cook, so I'm not like just eating ramen noodles and hating my life and my body. So I was like, oh, gotta prepare. That obviously didn't pan out. So I was like, still having the knowledge is useful. Plus, I enjoyed it, and so I learned a lot about cooking and baking and all that stuff. I'm not a huge baker though. I like it like for making moist cakes, but other than that, I'm like, ugh.
Now,
it's just because it's precise measurements, and it's like if you mess it up ever so slightly, you're in the doghouse.
Yeah, you can't always save your sins with baking. It is fun. I do enjoy baking a bit more, but I also love cooking.
But with cooking, if you fuck up, you know, you can absolutely rectify it. There are ways to be like, let me mitigate this as much as possible, and it still tastes delicious.
Yeah. Listening to American Anthem and feeling very awkward for being a non-American.
I think plus the fact that I just kept seeing people make potato chips on my like feed on YouTube, so I was like, fuck it, I want to do it.
Understandable.
It's kind of like how I went through a phase of wanting to make pizza, like from scratch.
Ooh, pizza from scratch is always a move.
It is fun. I've always wanted to like make my own sauce, my dough. I think I've made my own dough before, but like the sauce I've never done, and I've always wanted to do to kind of like give it my own flair to it.
Making your own dough is pretty easy.
It's not too difficult.
The sauce, though, I give you props for learning that.
Yeah, I mean, it's because like I don't know. It's being a part of that entire process. It's a hassle because you obviously have to clean it up, but it's so much fun to be able to make all of it and be like, yeah, I made this.
Yeah, it's like
This is all me.
This was me. My 2 hands crafted this shit.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah,
You'll
we
feel proud.
probably should head back home. Well, I'm already dead, so I'm gonna need you to like game end yourself.
You sure about that? Because I think one of us should stay here so that it makes it easier. So that obviously if something spawns.
Well, looks like I get to be the teleport bitch, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Why? But what did I do wrong?
Because.
Damn, I see how it is. Violence against ninjas. We need to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a PSA.
Yeah, you know what? Cry about it.
Damn.
What can I say? What can I say? I'm a little bit of a bitch. What can I say?
That's that. Oh, it burns. Ah, shit. I need that aloe vera. Somebody give me the aloe vera.
It'd be like that sometimes. I think I need to do.
Ow, 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 ow.
Alright, so do that for the placement. Luckily we have the house coordinates. Just casually in our DMs pinned there.
Oh, that is true. I forgot you pinned that.
Yeah.
You know what? We can also talk about this while we're doing some crafting stuff because we were talking about it earlier, like off camera. But
yes.
Yes.
Get me mad. Get me mad. Why not?
Yeah, we're going down this road again. I know we've talked about it like in almost every single like MineCast, but fuck it. Well, we like going down this road for some bizarre reason. But
it never seems to stop. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, the moment they stop is probably the moment that we're gonna stop talking about it. But
yeah.
Recently, I got a new 2DS XL because I was like, oh, you know, my friend didn't want his games anymore, and that's cool. And I wanted to download them, so it's like, oh, I need another 3DS because for some asinine reason they just could not let you merge accounts or like have people remove their games or transfer games over to another account. Whatever. Point is that when you make a game, it's stuck to that account and it's never leaving. So I had to get a whole new 3DS. But in doing so, I kind of had this realization, man. All of this is going down very, very soon because like March 2023 is, fast approaching and it makes me really depressed because again, a lot of games are getting removed and it really hurts profoundly to see. And I think it's worse too because I remember I recently like started looking up a lot of these like consoles, like specifically 3DS because obviously I needed a new one. Yeah, they are costing upwards of like $200-$300 easy. And it's real asinine, and they're not even in good condition. Most of them are like really badly beaten for $200. If you want like in really good condition, you're talking like $300-$400, which is real stupid.
Yes, which for context, a new DS or 3DS at the time was normally about $300, $200 or so. I think it depending on the model, because some special editions costed a little bit more. But this is original full retail price for a console that has been used and beaten the fuck up. Just keep that in mind while he finishes.
It's a lot. And so, I then was like, oh, I'm curious. I wonder if the prices of 3DS games went up. Fucking absolutely. So, like, I can tell you right now, I looked up Bravely Default. Actually, I have a photo of it. It was like Bravely Default was one of them. Yeah, so, mind you, this retailed for $40. Coco, how much do you think it costs right now? To get a complete inbox copy.
Copy
original,
of original OG inbox copy of Bravely Default?
Yes.
I'm gonna take a shot and say at least 100, maybe 150.
You actually jumped the gun. It's only
really?
85, but it's bad. 85.
Yeah, considering the game was like what, 40 on release, 50 maybe.
Yeah. But you're not wrong. There are some games that are upwards of $100, but those are usually the much more rare ones, like Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. That's like overall like closing into $100. A lot of the Shin Megami Tensei games are like at the $100 range,
which they have no right to be like that, honestly.
And then the Pokemon games also are pretty bad. I think Sun and Moon go for about $60.
Yeah, which
65-ish.
Not as bad for scalping in terms of scalping, just because normally I would expect that to at least be 100, especially with Pokemon games like Heart Gold, Soul Silver in the box, originally retailed 40, 45, can go for upwards of 200 easy in box.
Oh, yeah, no, it's bad. And so I remember I was just in, flabbergasted. I mean, it's getting bad with the Wii as well. Like I know Rhythm Heaven, you know that one, Rhythm Heaven Fever?
Yes.
that is worth at least $150 complete for the Wii.
Oh my gosh, that's...
And what sucks too is that the Wii U eShop has it available for $20.
I hate
That's
this.
a huge difference.
This is pain. This is actual pain.
And so I think it kills me because it's like, are you serious? This game that is worth over $150, you can get it for $20. I mean, obviously some people are gonna be like, oh, I want the physical copy. Don't get me wrong, I do too. But if it's that expensive, I will take concessions and just say, fuck it, I'll buy it digitally. But now I'm not even gonna have that opportunity. I'm gonna be forced into paying these scalpers. And I think that's what Nintendo needs to realize, is that they're not benefiting anyone by doing this. Like, I get the reasoning why, because of obviously servers. It costs a lot of money to keep these servers up. But like the Wii, I get it, because the servers are so drastically different and ancient. There's just no way for them to try to push it to the modern servers that they have now. But see, the difference is, with 3DS and Wii U, they have the same eShop as the Switch. Like, if I buy a game on Switch, I actually get, on Wii U and 3DS, I actually get gold points for my Nintendo account on my Switch. I'm not kidding. I even checked. It's that crazy. They're linked hardcore. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't understand why they have to shut it all down. I don't think it takes up that much server space to have these guys running in the background.
Like, don't get me wrong, Nintendo servers have always been dog water. Like, do not get me wrong. The Switch and everything with the Switch's online virtual console, we already know. Like, we already know this. Yeah. They're bad, but they're also not bad enough to the point that they couldn't support keeping the eShop up.
Yeah, the older eShops, because it wouldn't cost them all that much money. They're getting paid off of their online subscription from the Switch, so I don't understand what's compelling to be like, oh, just remove it. I mean, yeah, I can understand, like, PlayStation, why they did it. Again, it's just, two different server spaces.
What armor pieces did you need again?
Helmet, that's it.
Just a helmet. Alright, cool. Mario Tennis on DS goes for £45 secondhand here. Or 3DS. What the oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're just getting bad and like worse and worse. And I think what is laughable to me is like the 2DS, right?
Yes.
The like doorstop design. The thing that cost like as low as $80. Like that's how low they got. They were cheap. They were dirt cheap.
Yeah.
I see them going for at bare minimum like $100 plus.
I want to throw up.
And I sit there like, bro, I literally could have walked into a store and paid less for this. And then the like obviously the special ones like the Ocarina of Time one, that goes for at least $150. I'm like, are you fucking serious? This thing was $80. It like 90 at most. Like, the fuck are you charging that much? Like, I'll understand the OG 3DS and the 3DS XL, 3D functions, whatever, or if they're special edition, all right, fine. But like, again, some of them look banged up, look like they've seen better days, and they're still charging $100.
Hold on, let me
I think that's what is the most murderous, is that people think they can just be like, oh, because the market's demanding it, we gotta upcharge it. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, where did you go? I have a helmet for you.
Oh, sorry.
Bruh. Out here having me craft you shit and be the teleport bitch, and then you just leave when I go to throw your item?
Oh, can you grab this for me?
Oh my gosh.
There we go. There we go, thank you.
There you go, you're welcome. Alright, cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's my side of the rant. I want to hear your side, Coco. What are your opinions and your thoughts?
Oh boy, hold on. Let me get comfortable for this, because there's nothing that's been pissing me off more recently with how Nintendo's done things. Quite like closing the 3DS and Wii U eShops, and also, just their online services that they are willing to charge an arm and a leg for. So for anyone who may or may not know, next year, I think it's March 2023 is when the eShops for Wii U and 3DS will no longer be supported. So any games or DLC for there's a ghast outside. I'm shooting him down.
Updates will still be available. We should preface that updates you can still do even after the date, because they'll have that up. But
if you want to buy the DLC for a game, you're gonna have to buy it now.
Yep.
Oh fuck! I attacked a piglin. This was a poor life
I would
choice.
like to say this as well. Like, Nintendo is not like Sony, where Sony has immediately backed off. I mean, obviously they're still trying to deintegrate the PS3, PSN store, but to no avail because fans have been so adamant about it that they just found no reason to do it, and you know it would be bad PR. And Sony are the type to like, oh, back off. Nintendo are not. Once they state something, they state something. I know a lot of people try to fight the Wii when that was going down. It didn't work. Nintendo are hard asses. They say what they say and they mean it. And so when they say this is it, you know. And I think that's the most depressing part, is that they're unwilling to change even after so many fan push to not, you know.
Yes, and here is the thing that also just really gets me even more at them. They made it very clear when they made this announcement. They literally put it in text. We will not be putting any of these titles from the eShop onto the Switch's eShop, which is absolute bullshit. And for a few reasons. First off, it's like, okay, it's really not that much effort to do. Are you telling me that you cannot integrate it? Are you really telling me you cannot integrate these games that the Switch could easily handle? Like, we know the Switch's capabilities. We see the modding communities and the homebrews and everything. We know what the Switch is capable of. We knew what the 3DS was capable of. So there's absolutely no reason for them not to just move everything over to the most current eShop. There's absolutely zero reason. But also, second off, on the fact that Nintendo still wants to be out here crying, you know, victim when people resort to, like Tiberius was saying in chat, there is another option of which I legally do not condone. Yes, options that are not legally condoned. They still want to cry victim of that,
the 7 Seas, essentially.
but then refuse to do anything that could potentially stop that. Like, oh, let's say, you know, releasing games digitally that people clearly show an interest in, that there is a market for. Like, I don't understand why they don't want to do that. But then again, I also don't understand how they can leave their online servers for Switch. Like, online multiplayer Switch infuriates me to no extent. It looks like a 2006 Windows Movie Maker production. And that's an insult to 2006 Microsoft Windows, you know, productions.
You know, this is a fun fact that I didn't know until someone like data mined all of this stuff and looked at the back end of Nintendo's like online servers.
Yeah.
Do you know how old these servers are?
How old?
Most of them date back to the infrastructure of the GameCube. That's how old these are. And they were still running on Switch. Only recently did they change their servers with, I think, the start of Monster Hunter Rise. I think they completely changed how they did servers. But before that, they were all running off of the same infrastructure that the GameCube ran off of for online.
The GameCube!
I wish I was kidding. I can't. If I could find the article again, I would. All right, cool. That's the alarm.
What alarm?
Of all the things, yeah. It's really insane. When I heard that, I was like, no, you're kidding me. Like, there's just no fucking way. There's no way that someone literally could keep that going. No, Nintendo fucking did. I'm like, no wonder their online is so bad, because that's like literally 2000s level internet. Yeah, they were designed with a very specific subset in mind and how much data it could handle back in that time. Now we have more speed. Now we have more information coming in one go and having a lot going on at once as well.
Oh, I'm out of arrows.
A lot of like an old internet that has the bandwidth of like maybe like a couple millibytes. It's not huge. It's really small. For the Wii, you could get away with it because it was still of the era, and you know, people hadn't gone to like these massive like 4G speeds and all that crap. You know, that did not exist yet, so it kind of made sense for the Wii to still have that infrastructure, which is easier. But when the Wii U came around, I feel like at that point you needed to like change it, because it was very, very clear it was becoming obsolete very quickly.
Yeah, I have no arrows. I didn't realize that until just now, so I might have to go back to the house.
Yeah, I think we still have a ton of arrows there.
Yeah.
I have both Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Me too, man. Me too.
But yeah. And also, one thing I brought up with Ryker... Oh, let me catch up on chat real quick. At Nintendo makes us pay for their emulators, which is much more of a crime. Exactly. The lack of anti-aliasing really suits Minecraft, to be honest. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's why I think Virtual Console is dead, is because they would much rather charge a fee monthly or yearly so that they can play their digital games rather than, you know, you buying them. It's like, oh, it's one and done. Now they own them forever. And, you know, we allowed them to transfer it through the ages. Because, yeah, during the Wii and Wii U era, they allowed you to transfer up your games if they were available on the Wii U eShop for a like discounted price, which was really cool. Even I could do that right now, which I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a cool feature. Now they're like, no, that's done. Now you have to pay us monthly or yearly to get this service. And if you want N64, pay even more.
Yeah, and the thing I brought up with Ryker that really also kind of pisses me off is that if they had more digital support for, you know, these games, like if they had the support and would be willing to do it, that would honestly stop quite a bit of the problems with piracy that they were experiencing. Like literally.
Exactly.
Because if people had a means to buy it digitally, and also scalping, piracy and scalping both. That is the thing.
Exactly, because you're not limited by the physical amount of games that they were originally printed. Now you have the infinite vast network of the interwebs and ROM files being able to be, you know, like given out like it's candy. It's so much easier and efficient. I mean, I like to think of it like this. Like, if they had the opportunity, because there's a couple of games that I missed out during the Wii, the Wii channel's closure. Specifically, I can say right here, right now, Castlevania Rebirth, Castlevania Rondo of Blood, and Chrono Trigger. If I had the opportunity to buy any one of those three, I would very easily pay for them on Switch or Wii U. I genuinely would. Because these are games that are fucking marvelous. They deserve the opportunity to be played again, and they're in their best forms.
Exactly.
But I have no other option but to sail the seven seas, and I think that's what really irritates me, because I'd be more than happy to pay money from Nintendo. I'm not even kidding. I'd be more than glad to give them my money for a good service. I have no qualms doing that, but I'm just not able to, because I'm like, you just don't give me the option. I have literally one choice: sail the seven seas.
Exactly.
So it's not that people are unwilling to pay. It's just that people are willing to pay, but you've given them no choice but to go down this route.
Exactly. If they literally would just provide this base general support for digital preservation and stop pulling this bullshit, like, you know, saying, oh, you know, we're not gonna, you know, we have no plans on moving this stuff over to this one to continue preserving like this piece of history. We're not gonna do that. We're not going to, you know, change up our servers that were running on fucking GameCube like technology. And we are going to make people pay these exorbitant prices for services that are running on these dog water servers. And even more, we're also going to pull things like doing digital scarcity. Oh yes, Nintendo, I didn't forget about the Mario 3D fucking exclusive thing. Trust me, no one's forgotten about that. Oh, and the other ones too.
The Fire Emblem. I think the worst offender was the Fire Emblem one, because it was for the Fire Emblem anniversary, and I think Fire Emblem had its resurgence during Awakening, and I find it really asinine that you couldn't get it anymore. And if you had a physical copy of it with a digital code, that also does expire, and I think that's even more ludicrous. I'm like, are you serious? This thing I paid for can expire. That's insane. That is stupid.
That is depressing. Yes, legally we do not condone piracy. I am not out here... No. I will say piracy of Adobe products is morally right, but still technically not legal. I will say that
we're not legal advice.
We're not saying these are legal things that you should do right now, but also we're pointing out the fact that these things wouldn't be a problem in Nintendo's eyes if they just did these base things. Like scalping would not be an issue,
but not give you a choice.
Scalping would not be an issue. Fucking piracy and emulation wouldn't be as extremely easy to do and potentially beneficial as it is if Nintendo wasn't shooting themselves in the fucking foot like this.
I mean, scalping would always be a problem, but I think it wouldn't be as bad because people will have the alternatives, and I think that's the biggest thing is alternatives. So if you don't care about having a physical game, then you have the opportunity to just, you know, again, buy digitally. But obviously for people like in the retro community, some people do want to just buy them physically. It's just cooler that way, and I understand that. As someone who is a part of the community, I can understand the sentiment of wanting to own something physically.
Yeah.
I would also want to do that, but, you know, having that option of, oh, if I can't get it in any other mean beyond just getting it through digital, then that's fine. I'm okay with that, because at least I have the opportunity to experience it. I mean, here's a good one. This is another great example. So back in the day, I would say, let's go back 3 years. Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Wii wasn't that badly priced. It was about $60. You know, it was like reasonable. I have then recently checked because obviously Metroid Prime 4 is coming out and they keep hyping it up, and obviously Metroid Prime trilogy is, pretty big and everyone loves the Metroid Prime stuff. So having the trilogy right now costs upwards of over $100.
Which that is
Like if
unnecessary. That is so
yes.
unnecessary.
And right now the only means to get it anything beyond reasonable is either through Nintendo, through the Wii U, because the Wii U actually has it digitally, and that's it. That's the only way to get it relatively, cheap.
Yes.
And once that goes down, well then shit, you're all out of luck. You're paying that $150 for that one game. Granted, it's 3 games in one, but it still doesn't make any sense. It should not be that expensive. It should nowhere be that expensive.
For sure. Also, Shiny, hello. How you doing? Sorry, I just saw this. When the eShop for the 3DS is gone, we won't be able to play Minecraft anymore. Legally, I don't condone piracy, but at the same time, it is badass. I don't own products from Nintendo. I don't buy products from Nintendo, as I know they'll just shut down the service, and I'm fucking out of luck. And seeing as Nintendo doesn't support shit. I prefer Nintendo when they're making playing cards. Yeah, honestly, I think they're doing a better job nowadays, at the very least, with just making playing cards than, supporting their own video games. Which is just...
It's depressing.
It's depressing.
It's depressing.
As someone who also grew up with this... Because Sony, for anyone who doesn't know... sorry to cut you off. Real quick tangent. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, my household growing up, we were exclusively Nintendo and Sony. Just PlayStation and Nintendo. That's literally it. And just seeing how they have evolved and changed, like, it makes me so sad to see, because they were never like this back in the day, like, becoming what they were. And it's almost like a power trip or something like that has just gotten to them and it's just done this. And I don't know, but it's so sad and I hate it. What were you saying, Mecker?
What was I saying? I think for me, because I'm obviously coming from the perspective of someone who's like only grown up with Nintendo, I can straight up say my first console ever from Nintendo, which is gonna sound weird, was the Nintendo DS. That was my first console ever from them. Then obviously, full-on home console was the Wii. So for me, I've grown up with it. I grew up with the Wii U. I literally was day one Switch. I'm not even kidding. I had a near day one Switch. I didn't get it on day one, but I almost got it day one, and I got it within like the first year. Granted, my first one was busted as hell and had so many problems, and that's a whole nother story. But, I love Nintendo. They mean the world to me. They make amazing games, and sometimes they push the boundaries of what is a game and what is a console and what it means to be a gaming company. But it really pisses me off to see their asinine decisions that they've been making as of late. Like, it baffles me every single time because, it's anti-consumer, and it's against the people who they are supposed to be marketing towards, And I think that's what hurts the most. It just feels like Nintendo's like, oh, you like our games? Well, fuck you!
Literally. Literally. I can't remember what makes a fire resist. Oh, yeah, no, it's not that. It's the fucking magma cream. Or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, it's just... It's sad. It really is.
Yeah.
And...
I mean,
sorry.
This isn't me wishing upon, like, the end of Nintendo either. We're not here to be like, fuck Nintendo, I hope they go down dying, or whatever.
Yeah, quite the opposite.
Like, become a developer, because I'm like, here's the thing. I don't think Nintendo as a developer would work out too well. Like, they make amazing games, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they also make amazing consoles as well that work with their games. They know how to market a console and a game that work well. While other companies, they'll make games, but they don't really utilize all that the console has to offer. While I feel like Nintendo uses every single aspect down to the last drip for each one of their games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I appreciate. Because, I look at the new DualShock, and I'm like, oh, this is great. But none of the features are going to be ever used for every single game. Some of them are just going to be completely sidestepped or ignored for the rest of the console's, lifespan.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that Nintendo goes through the effort to do that and try to integrate all that. But, man, it just hurts when they do something this stupid.
Yeah. And it's...
And I think the reason they weren't able to get away with it back then was because they wanted to make sure that their hardcore audience wasn't getting pissed off because they knew that they would lose, customer loyalty. But I feel like now more than ever, we kind of became complacent, I would argue. Like, yeah, I'd say complacent. Yeah, complacent. That's sort of what's going on, you know, like essentially gaming companies assume it's like, oh, they'll take literally anything and just swallow it up and they'll be okay with it. But we need to show them with our wallets and with our minds, you know, like, hey, no, we do not take everything you say at face value. We will not just accept everything you churn out. We do want high quality games and we want, you know, our quality consoles.
Yes. And then also I see some people on my side chiming in with some very good points on this one. Also, I had to
You go for it.
we had no more feathers, so I had to go magically craft some arrows.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Let's see. PC Master Race, baby. Just pirate all the shit from those greedy folks. If you aren't being customer friendly, why should I be corporate friendly? Shiny, you do bring up a good point. QR post meme goes here. I do hope they suffer a bit because it's the only way they'll smarten their asses up. It's kind of like Sony winning the PS2 gen and being extremely anti-consumer during the PS3 gen. Good point.
Yeah.
So since the 3DS micro SD doesn't have a lot of memory on it, so I have to re-download games and delete games to make space. When the eShop goes, I will not be able to re-download the games I already paid for. Yeah?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, essentially. No. I think that's also another dumb part is that a lot of because I'm pretty sure the 3DS does have a cap on how much capacity it can go up to. I'm pretty sure it's like the max is 64.
I believe so, yes.
For the older ones. I don't know about the newer ones. I don't know how high they can go. I think they might go 128. So you might end up having to get like a new console just to be able to have that bigger capacity like being able to use higher capacity storage.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they'll the old gen, so like 3DS, 3DS XL, and 2DS only cap out at a max of 64 that you can add to it. Which I think is the most irritating because yeah, let's say you have a downloadable version of these games because they do had downloadable versions of some of the mainstay games. They were pretty chunky. And they would munch through some of your data. It's kind of like how I looked at sort of the Wii U and their capacity only being 64 when a lot of their games that you could download were much bigger than that. So you'd have to just get flash storage just readily available to you.
Wii U Fatal Frame is the prime example of that.
Yeah. I mean, that I have a, what was it, a 256 gigabyte SD card? Oh, no, not
Ooh,
SD
nice.
card. USB stabbed into the back of my Wii U right now. So that I can just download all these games so that when the time comes I have to just buy them like a maniac, I can do that easily. But it's so irritating.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose real quick. But yeah, no, it is depressing that you had to do that. I don't understand. And I think the thing that also just gets me more is that the company wasn't always like this. I'd say not even in the past, when they were building themselves up to be the empire of gaming that they are now. I would say even when Iwata was still alive, Nintendo would never have pulled this shit. I mean, this is coming Iwata himself took a pay cut because he genuinely felt responsible for the failure of the Wii U.
That, which is insane. To me, that is a man who, that is a true leader right there.
God rest his fucking soul.
He's the sweetest soul, and honestly, that is someone you want to walk behind, man. Because I literally, I will put my money down on if you can give me another name who would do that. Some developer, some head of a corporation that would fucking take a pay cut for the failure of their own product because they felt personally responsible. I dare you to give me a name. Because I don't think you can come up with another one. I promise you.
I mean, Iwata was just a whole, different kind of person, especially considering, if I recall correctly, even when he was sick in the hospital and, his coming, days of the end of his life, he was still working while, hospitalized. He was still doing that.
I mean, during his, time, I think when he was doing, because I think he had, he lost a lot of weight and he was actually not doing super, super well. This was during, I think, when Star Fox Zero was coming out. He actually took the time to record his lines for that, and he wanted to be there for E3, but he just physically couldn't. That was his sort of replacement, was to do those lines for that Star Fox, puppet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is insane, that this man still, did that. That he had the energy to be able to do that. I just, to me, it's baffling, and... I don't want to be the type of guy that is gonna say, oh, when Iwata died, everything changed. Everything went to shit for Nintendo. Because I think they made some good decisions.
Yeah.
After Iwata died, but I think Iwata was the man who led them into the Switch era. And I feel some decisions were good, some decisions were bad. but I feel like the groundwork was laid out by Iwata, and I think if that groundwork hadn't been laid out by him and by the failure of the Wii U, I don't think we would have the Switch.
Exactly.
Like, literally at all.
And I just don't think he would agree with what's going on right now with the company. I genuinely believe that. As someone in chats also says, which I gotta catch up on real quick. I'm gonna go buy a bulk of SD cards. Yes, very true, Sagi. Axel and I are probably gonna be playing Void Train for a bit tonight if you want to join us after stream. I'm also down for more Final Fantasy 14 once we're done with that. Yes, I like watching you guys play the haha Void Train game. And I'm also down to carry you in some Final Fantasy. By the way, SanDisk 1TB Ultra Micro SDXC USH dash I memory card with adapter, 120 megabytes per second. C10 U1 Full HD A1 Micro SD card. SDSQUA4 dash 1T00 dash GN6MA 140-ish USD. Honestly, for a tera, that's not bad, honestly.
That's not bad for a tower, but you wouldn't even need it for a 3DS. I would recommend that for like a Switch or something, because Switch, I remember back in the day, that was like one of the biggest flaws of the Switch was that, you know, you had to buy that like level, and I remember back in the day it being like $200, $300.
Oh yeah. Which is funny because
expensive. I mean,
like actual like hard US like 1TB externals for like a computer aren't even that, or, like they're less than half that, and it's like wow.
Oh no, they're absolutely, yeah. It took them a while. Well, it's because it was new. They had just like cracked the code to making a terabyte of memory on a micro SD, let alone an SD. So it was just cheap, you know, it was super expensive. But I mean, obviously now that the tech has become more and more common and more companies are doing it, there's just, you know, the market for them and just the cost of them kind of went down. That's just how things go.
Hold on,
I know the Switch can, I think it maxes out at about, ooh, I'm trying to remember correctly. I think the Switch maxes out at a memory capacity of 2 terabytes, I think, of micro SD storage, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on it.
I forgot I was going to use this crossbow to make my crossbow better. There we go. The MLG Pro Gamer Sniper is repaired.
While I still have the opportunity, let me double check for you guys to see what the max capacity on the new Nintendo 3DS
Yes.
max
Yes.
capacity on new Nintendo.
Yes, while you do that, I'm going to read out some more stuff on my side. Iwata's probably rolling in his grave so hard that you could attach him to a turbine for infinite power. Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong there. Also, hey, Starfire, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. That's from my Steam Deck. Okay, yeah, no, definitely for something like the Steam Deck. That's a pretty worthy investment and something that's pretty useful. But yeah, it's sad. It just really is.
Okay, so technically the max is 64, but some people have messed with 128 and it has worked, but it's kind of been shoddy. So I'm not surprised, because I think it's just, they were obviously the amount of speed. And it also depends on the type too, because some of them are faster than others, and probably the 3DS won't be able to handle it. So just be aware of that, of what type of SD card brand and type you buy, because some will be faster than others, and the faster ones you may not want to go after.
Yeah, but also just don't buy the official Nintendo ones, because they're just a fucking scam.
No, I would never do that. Like, those are idiot. Like, yeah, they have like, look, yeah, that's like $200. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I just go for, like, for me, I usually go for the trusted brands. So like, I usually go either for Samsung or SanDisk.
Honestly,
if you want to go for Chinese
SanDisk,
knockoff,
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Chinese knockoff, they will be cheaper, but you run the gambit because sometimes they do actually lie and they're actually not that high or that big. They're usually like 4 gigabytes big sometimes. So they're scammy, so be aware of that. So that's why I recommend like either Samsung or, again, SanDisk. SanDisk, I think for most people will be the best, but it's up to your personal discretion on what you prefer. Like, I know right now I have a 256 Samsung SD card in my Switch right now. I will have to upgrade that soon, and I'm upgrading it to a SanDisk 502 micro SD card one of these days. But, you know, again, it's up to your discretion on which you decide you want.
Yeah. 1 terabyte micro and 512 gigabytes. Now 2 terabytes of storage on my Steam Deck. Nice. Nice.
Yes, the Steam Deck.
Yes. Hold on, I must restore health. I am dying, unfortunately.
About that thing. Well, because I feel like I remember when people calling the freaking Steam Deck the Switch killer. I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. I feel because to me, I thought it was like that's more of a novelty than anything else. I don't see it being more than a novelty.
I'd say if you have high-powered games for Steam that you would like to play on the go, it's definitely worth it. Especially if you don't use like your Switch a lot. Like, honestly, real talk, I haven't really touched my Switch in a while. I bought mine during the pandemic, or the start of the pandemic, because I was like, yeah, I have the money to do this, and I'm gonna be stuck here at home for a little bit, so I figured, why not? And I don't regret it. I love my Switch Lite. It's cute, and I've gotten a lot of hours of, you know, gameplay and everything out of it. But honestly, like, I don't know. Even though I still don't think I would buy a Steam Deck, I still might buy one just because I think I might get more use out of it than my Switch Lite now. But who knows? I also haven't fallen back into Animal Crossing addiction yet, but next time I boot mine up, that'll probably change.
Exactly. Well, it's also the fact that you chose a light when I think most people go for like the hardcore Switch that like you can obviously dock and stuff because I use it all the time. I mean,
yeah,
it's very fucking clear as day. I'm a Nintendo nerd. I mean, it's fucking clear as day. You know, I can't hide it.
Yeah.
So, like I buy most things for Switch because I like the portability because I like which is actually kind of a funny conversation because I actually recently bought a couple fighting games on my Switch and I know a lot of people kind of gave me kind of weird looks like, really, you bought your games on Switch, specifically fighting games? I'm like, well, yeah, because the thing is that I like being able to take my games on the go, and you know, fighting games I don't really play on PC to begin with, you know, like I don't know,
except Skullgirls. We have that exception.
No, we have that exception. I do play Skullgirls more on PC than I do on Switch, but even then I own it on Switch because I like being able to take it with me because, you know, at parties or let's say I just decide to go to a friend's house, you know, being able to play my fighting games wherever I go is just super fun and nice, and being able to share that experience with someone else. Because I can't do that with my PC, and especially like when I have friends over, like I'm not going to have them all huddled towards my PC because it gets uncomfortable because my PC is kind of in a corner, so it's not great. It's not, you know, a PC is a solitary experience. I've always stated that. While a Switch is more like communal experience, and I have more communal experiences than I do solitary experiences with games.
Yeah.
And even then, I like being able to play in bed. That's just nice. It's convenient.
Yeah. But no, I would have gotten a regular Switch, but around that time, regular Switches were still very pricey. I also wouldn't have used the dock feature as much because I don't really play it on my TV anymore.
Yeah.
And I just
set it up to your PC and then streamed it, obviously.
But also I had no desire for any games at that time, even to stream. Like even now, I think the most I've ever streamed for Switch was Shiny Hunting. That's literally it.
Really?
I am dying. Yes. It was for a charity event a while ago. That Maybay, or Mayleaners in the chat for anyone who knows, organized for. It was Poketivity, I think is what it was called. It was a mental health charity stream that spanned over a weekend, and I was part of that. And it was very fun. Like, I enjoyed it. We never got the shiny, and I've never gone back to finish doing it. Maybe I will one day, but I don't have a desire really to stream the Switch. Because a lot of the games that I would be playing, they're like ones I'd rather play on my own first. Like Pokemon, like I have no desire to stream a main series Pokemon game. Because I don't want people coming in here spoiling things or telling me how to live my life, or like, oh, why are you doing this and not that, or hey, you know, or being like really forceful with their help, like, oh, you should let me trade you like this so that you can just, you know, or that, or like, oh, and just like a bunch of things. It's just cumbersome.
I can understand that. I mean, I've had a couple experiences like that. I mean, I think I can come from like personal experience. Like I haven't had too many. A lot of people have been super, super nice, specifically with Pokemon. They're like, oh, hey, do you want this thing? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, go for it. I don't mind. But I've had a couple forceful experiences, and it's not super, super fun. I mean, I've even had that with PC games, so it's not necessarily a like solitary confinement thing to Switch. But I can understand specifically Pokemon. People always have their opinion on Pokemon, and I think it comes mainly from the love and passion of it, and especially the hardcore audience.
Yeah.
But I just think sometimes you have to like obviously rail them back in and be like, hey, listen. I just want to do it. Like I know I've had a couple times where people have been like, why don't you do a Nuzlocke? Why don't you do this? I'm like, because I don't particularly want to. Like the only way I would ever get into a Nuzlocke is through a Soul Link. That's like the only one, because I want to have that experience with someone else, because I don't know, that just doesn't sound fun to me. This like constantly grinding and having to do all this stuff, like that's just not fun to me. I want to experience it with my team and build it out however I want to and get the Pokemon I want to get.
Riker,
not
do
be
you want to
limited
do a
to-
Soul Link together?
I actually have spoilers. I actually do have something planned for a Soul Link. Soul Link. One of these days, I'm still in conversations with them about it. But I know right now I don't want to commit to another like hardcore stream like that or collab, because that's like committing to another like set of streams essentially. And I already do
No,
a
I
lot
get
of them
it.
as is. I have 2 concurrent like collabs going on, and I don't want to. I don't know, because they would have to be like every other week in comparison to what we do here. So I'd have to be jumping over this week. Like yeah, so I'm not interfering with this stream.
Yeah, no, I get you. I didn't know you actually had talked to
Yeah.
another person. I was kind of just joking. But also, is this other person someone I know, perhaps?
Yes, you do.
It wouldn't happen to be a certain someone that likes to come and shank you, would it? Because
Yes.
I was thinking, wow, a Soul Link between you two would be very fun. Glad to know I'll get to
Yeah.
see that. I look forward to it.
I mean, because he had actually done one before, and he was like, oh man, we didn't go very far. Like, they immediately died, and we just ended up calling it. I was like, well, if you want, I could do it. Like, I'm not perfect. And specifically, I think it was for Diamond and Pearl. I think he wanted to do it for the new one.
Really?
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And I've built a team in that game before, and I've beaten the Elite Four. I mean, granted, it was like tooth and nail, and I gotta say this. Pokemon, what the fuck? Why did you make it harder? I got Omega pissed off because I heard that they had actually bumped up the difficulty. Like, they made, I think all of the Elite Four have nearly perfect IVs, like 5 perfect IVs.
Yep.
Missing 1.
And they are also EV trained.
Yep.
And then Cynthia, on top of having, perfect IVs and EV training, is also, her team is entirely competitive now, with competitive movesets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're competitive sets, and their hidden abilities, some of them have available
Yup.
to them. And it's super stupid. I'm like, why? Who asked for this to be harder?
Yeah, I kind of
Like,
want to. I wasn't planning on getting Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, but I may get it just for the sole purpose of being able to kick Cynthia's ass in a challenge.
Like, to me, I can understand why people want it difficult, and what I would suggest and I would say is that, like, okay, if you make it that level of difficulty, make it for the rematch, because I know you can rematch everyone. So I'm like,
Her
do it for
rematch
that.
is harder. Her rematch is even harder.
I know. That's the thing. You should have made this the like max 5 IVs. This one and like all competitive. Make that the rematch, because it's actually incredibly difficult. And if you do not, and I mean this in an honest way, and I'm not saying this to anyone who's never played Pokemon or to like discourage people. I'm just saying, if you do not have a team that is specifically designed to counteract most of the Elite Four, you are not winning. I promise you, it is that hard.
Yup.
This is not dumb AI. It is irritating. And I mean, it's also bad because some of the gym leaders go based off of their Diamond and Pearl iterations, not their Platinum ones. So some of their team isn't exactly up to snuff or exactly what their typing is supposed to be. So you'll have some weird combinations that you're not really prepared for. And if you aren't aware of it, you will very easily get screwed over. It's real asinine.
Yeah, it's more. Oh, hey, there's some withers over here. Oh, yep, they are
really?
coming after me. They're coming after me. Hold on, I'm bringing them towards this way.
I've been waiting for them. Wait, where?
Yeah, it was over here on the side. They were starting to follow. Hold on, where are the stairs? There's the
There they are,
stairs.
I see it.
Yeah, they started following me up. Like, hello, how you doing? Hiya, how are you? Yeah,
Hi, how are ya?
definitely the new Cynthia changes are more appealing for people like, oh, I am right
No,
here in that little wall, so you can
It's
just TP
it's
to
great
me.
for like the old comers, but I feel like for some of the new people, I feel like it's gonna be such a slog because there's just so much asinine about it that makes it just so not fun to play and like mess around with, you know? Because it keeps sort of its jank from the original games, which you'd think they would remove because it's a modern game and a remake at that. I don't know. That's just
fuck,
me.
that one
I
hit.
find that really irritating. Like they should have went with Platinum's version, but have some of the elements from the original games. You know?
When the fuck did that magma cube just come from casually?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm gonna go hide here. I'm gonna and heal myself.
But that's how I personally feel.
Yeah, this last week I am dying probably. I am on fire.
But I will say I am super super excited for the new Pokemon
Yes,
region.
I am.
Like, oh man, Do you already got your bias? You got your
Foot
starter ready to go?
Foot Coco's the boy. They're all cute, honestly. I want all of them, but I need all of them to stay cute. And also, God forbid, if anything but that fucking duck is bipedal in the final evolution, I'm going to scream. This last week I played almost 97 hours in New Vegas. I was playing the crap out of 4 previously, but now Fallout 4 is getting motherfucking cucked by New Vegas. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, you know? Also, yo, Vanta! Hey, what's going on, dude? Run. Oh, yeah, Tiberius. We out here just taking body shots. I face tank. What can I say? Also,
Yeah. Well, for me, I know I got my bias. Mine is Sprigatito, because, you know, weed kitty.
Haha, funny weed cat, go burr.
Well, okay, because I also want to be able to do the mean Gieres.
Get it. Oh my gosh, you...
I literally,
Gieres?
I know I'm planning for this. I am going to get commissioned Gieres with Sprigatito and me in the background. I will get a commission.
I kind of just want to draw that out. Like, I kind of just want to doodle out like a Sprigatito with put it in the photoshopped hand with the blunt. Just Quieres. I kind of want to just do that.
It's so good. And I kept telling people that meme and they're just like, bro, you're a genius. I'm like, I told you. This is the reason why. I see the meme potential. But it's also just nice because I think, you know, being able to finally have a Spain region. I say Spain because it might have some like Latin American elements too. It's seeming like there might be hints of it. It is really nice because I think even as a kid, I wanted a region based off of obviously my culture, and it's just kind of cool to finally see it happen, you know?
I just like a lot of Spanish architecture. Honestly, I will admit, like when I was in Europe, like a lot of just the older architecture in a lot of places is so nice. And I loved Mexico. I've never been to Spain. I kind of want to go to Spain, but if the buildings are anything like they were in Mexico, holy fuck, I know they were gorgeous. And like I could definitely see that with what they were showing us in the small trailer announcing it, and I am just so excited for it. So excited for it.
Yeah, I am so hyped, you know, beyond hyped. And, you know, I also hear that there's rumors that there might be a Latin American translation for this game. This might be the first.
Oh, yeah?
So, you know, and I remember I jokingly told one of my friends, I was like, listen, if they actually do have a Latin American translation, I will 100% have that set for the entire game, and that's how I'm going to read it.
Honestly,
and I feel bad for a lot of my English-speaking community, because they're going to be like, what the fuck are you saying?
Honestly, if they do have that, I might be tempted to do it too, just because I have been wanting to practice Spanish again. For anyone who doesn't know, estudié español para 4 o 5 años, más o menos. I've studied language, culture, I've been to Mexico, I've been to a few parts of it, not all of it, but definitely a few parts. I love Latin American culture, Spanish culture, like, I'm all for it. Like, studying this for as many years as I have, it's great, and I enjoy it. I was fucking stoked to see that it was Spain that they based the new region off of. And yeah, so honestly, I might do that too. Even if I won't stream it, I might just do it like for my own personal, why not?
Yeah, just why not sort of situation. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, hey, I didn't even know that. Like, you know, this is coming from someone who like lives it every day. You know, to me, it's kind of blasé. But yeah, you know, and I've always been curious about that. You know, when looking through my lens, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I tell people these things. They're like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, really? This is like the norm for me, man. I'm kind of bored of it.
Well, it's just kind of like, that's just kind of how it is when people don't know a lot about that. You know, for anything that can seem ordinary to us can seem like extraordinary to other people. And it's really cool. It's why I like learning about other cultures and things like that. And, you know, just, it's nice. I personally enjoy it. It's kind of like why I enjoy my job. For anyone who doesn't know, again, I work at my university's herbarium. We work with old specimens of plants that are, you know, preserved from all around the world, and some as old as like 1800s.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so getting to see, like, you know, first off, how these plants have, you know, changed, you know, based on like, you know, environmental, you know, conditions then and now. Also just from region to region, like where what a plant would look like in its native region as opposed to somewhere that it was brought to and grown. and just like seeing these places, like even if I will never get to go there, seeing them and just
Uh-oh.
oh yeah, be careful. There's one up there. Like it's really cool, and
Yeah.
I think things like that are fucking rad. Oh, sorry, I think I just shot you.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm already nearly broken. I need more armor. I might have to just die and go back home and enchant some things.
There should be some steel or iron already put into bars in the chest, so you'll be able to get a head start with that. But if you need any more, we got like 10 blocks of iron. Meanwhile, I'm barely able to comprehend English feeling the way I do right now. Not on Hot Man, so that's fine.
Bro, sometimes I think it's worse when you're bilingual because, like, you know, sometimes I'll be thinking in English and then speaking in Spanish. It's just kind of, and sometimes the inverse. It's really interesting to have that sort of experience.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting yourself and you're just trying to be like, okay, what does this mean? Wait, what? Wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me build out my armor real quick. It should be good to go. Boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop,
I'll wait till you build your armor, and then I'm gonna go do something very stupid, i.e., hi, I'm Coco, welcome to Jackass. We're killing off some piglins.
I need to watch the new Jackass. I haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen it either. I don't know. I think I've heard it's okay, but I also, like, I've heard mixed things.
Well, I mean, it's Jackass. Like, you know, what more can you really do? It's just them being idiots.
True. Very true.
It's a formula as old as time. Like, you know, it just sounds like my group of friends back in the day. I mean, I have some wild stories. I mean, some people could tell you. I have some weird stories from back in my youth.
Me and my hood rat friends doing things together.
Exactly.
It's my life. These are my choices.
Oh, shoot. Protection 2. Shoot, I might need that, actually. I'm gonna need way more, equipment. That's kind of sucky. Well, then. I guess I'm only having a breastplate and, booties, because that's all I can use.
Oh, you can't... Wait, you don't need any pants or anything?
No, I do, but it's just I don't have the enchantments for it because I get protection 2.
Oh,
if
yeah,
I get a
you're
higher enchantment
Oh,
level.
yeah, you enchant your armor. I haven't done that to mine. I enchanted my weapons.
Yeah. Well, because it's just easier. Like, if I have enchanted armor, it lasts longer.
Yeah.
And that's what I had, but, you know, and I actually got fire protection this time around, and I'm breaking, so it's actually really, really great for me considering we're in the nether. Buttery cocoa, there we go. We're gonna TP on over there.
Yeah, we're just hiding out here casually, because there's also another
I'm
place
curious.
I'm gonna go
Are
with.
you excited for any games coming out soon?
The Forest 2. That is one I'm excited for, because I actually started playing The Forest with Axel in them. After playing Green Hell, which Green Hell is cool, don't get me wrong. It's honestly, mechanic-wise, a lot more challenging than The Forest, in my opinion, and I also don't know how to feel about my daily 4 p.m. Jaguar asshole rippage. Like,
Gotcha.
I got to that point in the game where I had to just think of how to literally not have this Jaguar perceive me, or else no matter how many times I had spawned back in, or, you know, what, like, he was just gonna come rip me a new one. Also, a lot of the mechanics of, like, leeches and things, because managing your micronutrients is already one thing as is, but also just, you know, the jaguars, stingrays, snakes, cannibals, which, yes, hey, there's cannibals in there, just like with the forest, but they're somehow more aggro.
Damn.
It's just like, yeah, it's a lot. So the forest I personally enjoy a bit more, even if I haven't, like, finished it, technically. But Sons of the Forest is coming out soon, so that one I'm looking forward to. Obviously, Scarlet and Violet. I'm probably going to buy Scarlet, if I'm being real.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I want to see the box legendaries first before I make a decision.
Fair.
That's usually how I roll, but I think I might go with Scarlet. Anything else beyond those two? Like, or is that just really what you're mainly focusing on?
That's what I'm mainly focusing on right now, but actually, let me open up Opera's Game Corner, or GX Corner, and see if there's anything new coming out I might be down for.
Oh, is that how you get your news? Is Opera GX Corner?
Sometimes, yeah. When I don't hear about some things, I'll just, like, kind of just go onto the release calendar and see what's coming up. and be like, oh yeah,
I should probably do that.
oh boy, we were here
I'm really-
forever. Oh boy. Oh.
I think for me, I'm trying to think because I know there's.
Ooh,
I can tell
Vampire the
for-
Masquerade.
Well, for fact, I know I am omega excited for what was it? The fighting game collection and SF6. Like those two, I love fighting games. This is the year of the fighting game. Essentially, we're getting so many of them in one go. Just bam, 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 bam.
Noise.
I'm trying to think of what else we got. We got Live Alive. Live Alive, which I think is a really cool RPG that is finally being able to be released in the West. I'm super excited for that. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, fucking hyped as shit for that. I'm trying to think. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, obviously. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Ooh, I'm pretty sure there's another one I'm thinking of. Crap. I can't think off the top of my head. I will come back to me because I will remember them probably later down the line. Because I know there's a ton of games coming out this year, but I just cannot for the life of me remember right now.
Yeah, but now that I was just thinking about it with Scarlet and Violet, do you think we'll have any potential mythicals or legendaries based around native Latin deities and things like a Quetzalcoatl?
I would love.
I kind of hope we do. Like, oh my gosh, that'd be fucking baller.
It'd be sweet, because I mean, right now it's seeming like they're mainly focusing on Spain, but I think if you're gonna talk about Spain, you have to talk about the conquest of obviously Latin America.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that Mew is from a Latin American country. I think it's stated like clear as day.
They would be able to tie that in. You right?
Yeah, the fact that Mew may actually come from this region, that would actually be pretty cool. But I don't know, that would be up to the Pokemon Company. But since they've been sliding these sort of small things, like, I mean, the fact that they actually brought back finally the Arceus event that they never actually did back in the day into the newest iteration of Diamond and Pearl is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you have to beat all of Legends Arceus, which I think is incredibly stupid. It's not like, oh, you need to beat the story. No. As in, fully complete the game, including beating Arceus itself. Like, that's a lot.
You have to fight God just to be able to capture God.
Yep, and in the newer games, yep.
Yes. I'm not super big into RPGs, but Live Alive has honestly got me interested. Nice, Vanta. Just tell the kid you know it will not legally be able to kill you that way.
It is
right.
really good. Live Alive is such an interesting game because it's dynamically different from other RPGs because it doesn't do it like, oh, it's one storyline. It's multiple storylines being told throughout the timeline of this world, essentially.
Yeah.
Think Chrono Trigger, except that they kept changing the main character multiple times over.
Oh, which yeah, they're
Based on the
releasing
time period.
that Chrono Trigger remaster, wasn't like for the second one, I think.
Oh yeah, the sequel to Chrono Trigger. What's its face? Chrono Cross. There, yeah.
That one's getting a
also
remaster.
Yeah, and on top of that, they actually are bringing out the Satellaview game, the like intermediary between Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, which I think is amazing.
Nice.
Because for the longest time, the Satellaview version was actually kind of lost until someone preserved it recently. So only recently would they be able to have gotten that. And I think that's amazing that some people are getting to experience that for the first time in English. Because it was only in Japanese. And I've wanted to get it, genuinely. But it's like $20 and I've been thinking about it. Like, I'm still on the fence. I might stream it because there's just so many games I want to do. Like, I know I need to beat Persona 4.
Owie.
I need to start, what's its face? The Suda game. What is it called? The Silver Case. There we go. I fucking love the Silver Case. It looks amazing, and I'm super excited to play it on stream. But I have to stream that, finish Persona 4, then go to Persona 3, which I also have to then fix my PS3, which,
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah.
Also, Swanee, hello.
I've been debating. Did anyone, if you guys know how to, like, someone who repairs PS3s, hey, hit me up about it, because genuinely, I feel twitchy messing with the PS3, especially one this rare, because it's not just a PS3 that can play PS2 games. That's not that difficult. But it's a hardware-based PS2 emulation, not software-based, where it's like it has a 95% accuracy and compatibility. I'm talking 99% compatibility. It's not perfect because some games won't run perfectly, but as close to like 100% as you could get.
Yeah, like
those are
you got the good one, the good
Exactly.
PS3 that you don't want to fuck up because that will just screw you over in the long run.
Exactly. On top of it being super expensive now, like I barely got away with it because I got it from a collector and it cost me $200, I think.
Whew.
But they could easily run you 300, easily, 300 plus. And that's just the console itself. That's not including cables or all the other things that you need to do. And some of them are kind of out of date, which is some people they wanted out of date like version of the console so that they can modify it and also get Linux on it. But since I'm not using it for that particularly, like I wanted to play P5 on it, so I was like, nah, I need it up to date, so I didn't really care about
Yeah, I'm
like
dead.
updating it. I had no problems.
That's unfortunate.
Which I know some people would call that a faux pas. They'd be like, I can't believe you did that. But listen, dude, I don't particularly care. I need to be able to run PS5 on it or P5, so like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
You gotta double check if there's DLC for P5 on PS3. Is there?
Maybe? I think. I don't know. Are we going through Helheim right now while talking about a PS3? Yes, we are, Dreg. Also, hey, how's it going? Yeah, we were just talking about things we were, like, really excited for, coming up, and Ryker had been mentioning about, something for his PS3 that he is going to be doing, but he has to fix the PS3 first, and it's, like, a rare kind.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's because, like, I want to stream with it. That's always been my goal, and a lot of people have always argued with me, like, just get a PS2, you deranged maniac, and just get, like, the cables for it, or modify it. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, because this is easier, and on top of the fact that I do have PS3 games I want to play, and this is just the simplest way to do it without having multiple consoles hooked up together. Daisy-chained.
Yeah, also the PS2 is probably going to be more scalped, if anything, so yeah, this is your best bet.
Exactly. So, you know,
Unfortunately.
having this is just nice. On top of, like, you know, PS1 support as well is really, really nice. And, you know, it's again, convenience is the name of the game.
Exactly. Good. I've gotten a job last week, and I've already gotten my first paycheck. Yo, congrats, Dreg! Making that bread. Let's go. Get in the bag. We love to hear it. All right, yeah. Let's see if we can kill some of these fucking blazes.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm getting in. Oh, actually, on the topic of like bringing old retro consoles back to life, I actually am gonna be able to finally play Xbox games now.
Ooh,
on
nice.
Stream.
I got the last one. I'm probably gonna die though. Oh, never mind. I didn't die. Cool.
Some deranged maniac, I won't name who, decided to gift me a pound cable so that I can plug it into HDMI my Xbox. So now I essentially get to play Jet Set Radio and what is it, Castlevania Curse of Darkness?
Nice.
I think that's the other game I have for Xbox on stream, and I'm really actually excited because you know, like I was actually talking to Josh Curbs, to anyone who's unaware.
Yes, the
Cool
Josh
guy.
Curbs, our favorite cat boy.
The Josh Curbs. We were talking about it of like Castlevania games, and I was like, oh yeah, I actually got that for Xbox because that's the better version. Like I know I've heard a lot of bad things about the PS2 version of Curse of Darkness. So, you know, getting the Xbox version was just the most convenient and honestly the best one. So I'm really excited to being able to play it for once in my lifetime, because it's also what part of the Castlevania anime is based around, because it didn't really like hardcore stick to the story of Castlevania 3, but it did kind of have some similar beats, and on top of that had similar beats to Curse of Darkness, which is a tie-in game to the original Castlevania 3. It kind of happens immediately afterwards. It's a sequel game, which is really cool, which a lot of people do tend to forget, that Castlevania is a long-running sort of timeline going on with the game series. It's not just sort of disjointed games.
Yeah, it's time to kill more piglins. Coco, you looking a little crispy there. What can I say? I'm just an absolute hottie.
I mean, we could get deep fried butter.
Oh my gosh. Look at like adding on the deep fried filtered to me. Yes.
Oh god, dude, have you ever tried any of the deep fried stuff, like from carnivals and like sort of state fairs?
Ooh, yes I have. One I've tried that is delicious, but also one of the worst things for you ever is deep fried Oreos.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like that's just like, you have to. That's sacrilege if you don't do deep fried Oreos. But like, what's the weirdest one you've had? Like, what's the weirdest thing you've had deep fried at one of these carnivals?
Honestly, that's the only thing I can think of that I've had deep fried. Because, fun fact about Coco, some more Coco lore here. I'm actually not really a big fan of fried things.
Really?
Like, fried chicken is alright and, you know, things like that, but it's also not my preferred method of eating things, which is why I was shocked I actually enjoyed deep fried Oreos as much as I did. But then again, also it was, you know, fried with chocolate and sugar. Like it had chocolate sauce and everything, like, and powdered sugar on it too.
Yeah,
and it
that
was
makes sense.
like, oh my gosh, it would have killed me if I had more than the one. But holy shit, was it good? Oh my gosh.
Set in
It
real
was
fast.
just, it was just. Mwah. I had a deep
I'm not a
fried
huge fan of
Three
deep fried
Musketeer
either.
bar.
Like, but I like the aspect of frying because I think specifically America, I find it fascinating, like the amount of things we've fried at this point. Like when people make the joke like, "Oh, America, land of the fried chicken and the hamburger," I'm like, you know, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Just the amount of shit we put into like saturated fats is just ludicrous.
Yeah.
I think the craziest one I've heard is deep fried Coke and deep fried water. Those are the two crazier
Oh
ones
yeah,
that I've
deep
heard.
fried water is a thing. I forgot.
That one I just don't get. And then deep fried Coke, I'm like, was that just a challenge? Someone was like, I dare you to deep fry Coke, bet. And then they did it. And now just people like it. I don't get it. Like, I love ices, don't get me wrong. I love a good icy or Slurpee. But, like, I don't know if I want it in a breaded format. That just sounds weird to me. But then again, I like Doritos Loco Taco. So, like, you know, I'm not one to speak very much.
Fair. Very fair. But yo, a deep fried Three Musketeer bar. That, okay, I do like Three Musketeers bars. I like how the center is just all like fluffy and things. I do enjoy that. So it actually sounds kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. Deep fried Oreos sounds so cursed, but I'd try it. I love edible heart attacks. Yeah, no, I think you would like it, Vanta. Also, deep fried water, excuse me. Yes. Anywhere else in the world, would have you deep fried America? America, yes. Honestly, you know, deep fried America is the end game.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh. Damn, now I kind of want a deep fried Oreo again. Like, it's so bad for you,
Lord.
but it's delicious.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, you can only do it in small doses because otherwise diabetes is setting in real fucking fast. And that's why I think that there's always, like, people joke about our country being like, you know, if you get fat here, it's like, you know, it's nigh impossible to avoid because, you know, just of how much crap there is that's so good, but it's just so unhealthy and how big our portions are.
Yeah, the whole thing with, you know, weight in that thing, though, is kind of a multifaceted topic, though, given that there are some people who don't necessarily eat bad, but, you know, they don't have, like, proper access to, you know, foods that are, you know,
well, no, obviously.
better. Yeah, like, it's a lot of things. That's why I try not to speak generally when it comes to things like that. But in terms of, like,
the view of us outside of ourselves, you know, that's usually what I'm pointing at. I'm not saying as like a general thing.
Yeah, no.
Because,
I
you know,
just
the
want to
world views
specify
in a very
that for
specific
anyone
manner.
seeing or for anyone seeing this. We're not talking on just, like, you know, weight in general and things like that. We're just specifically on this viewpoint.
Yeah, on the viewpoint of how the world outside kind of views us, because, you know, the outside world views America in a very different lens than the way that we do.
Yeah, which is weird because they got some whack ass shit too. It's like they're really gonna be out here judging us for some things when they have some of the things that they enjoy that are kind of weird.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Also, what is Kel? There was another Blaze. I didn't see that one. Yes. Oh my gosh. No.
Wait.
No, Dreg, not deep fried cat. No.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't deep fry the cat. No.
Also, over 50% of Americans are obese. Yes, which I get.
Depressing.
I mean, I guess I can speak on this being someone who is, you know, overweight. Myself.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, nah. Even if I have lost weight, I still technically am, according to the BMI, for my height. I still
BMI is not accurate. That shit
yes,
is like.
But here's the thing:
accurate.
I do not want to ever, like, weight and just things like that in general, because you never know when you're talking to someone what their circumstances are. Whether it be like, you know, they have an ED or something, or they don't have access to, you know, proper foods, because it's some of these things that are healthier for you are so fucking expensive. Organic, like, ridiculous that it costs as much as it does.
Yeah.
So I never try to speak on things like that because I don't know what a person's going through. I don't know what kind of health conditions they have that might be bringing it on, or it could be potentially weight gain from trauma. Like that's one thing. That's why I can never really watch like My 600-Pound Life, because all of the ones you see on there, they ate like that after an extremely traumatic experience, whether it be like the loss of a loved one, or God forbid, some of them when they were children, they were sexually assaulted. And it breaks your heart because no one wants to be that. No one wants to be that big.
No.
Minus this one chick who I think does it and is paid to do it. It's like a fetish thing. I don't know. Or like Nikocado Avocado, which I think might be a fetish thing too. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay. I think with Nikocado Avocado, I think it's not a fetish thing. I think it's just because he makes so much money and people love watching it. It's just you're literally witnessing a man lose his marbles for hit content essentially, and people just eat that shit up. And I think it's the most depressing thing ever. It's literally, and people incentivize it. And I think that's what pisses me off the most is people are like, look at the fat man. I'm like, dude, you fuckers keep incentivizing it. Literally, he's dying. He's killing himself.
Yeah.
Because it makes money. It keeps him alive. It keeps him in a home. I can't blame him.
Yeah, it is.
I blame the people who like incentivize the crap or make fun of him for it. I'm like, you bitches are the reason that this keeps happening.
Yes. Oh, hey, didn't know you've been losing weight. Good job. Yes. Since hold on, I can't even show my progress from my app. Since I think I started back in September, I think. But yeah, I've lost about 30 or so pounds since then. Just honestly cracking down more on my carb intake, because I've been on limited carbs for a while now. But it was also more of getting to the point with my family, like explaining to them, like, hey, yeah, like if I tell you I can't either eat this or that, or I, can't do that, like, please respect that. Don't try to guilt me into eating something or, doing this or that when I cannot due to, like I have 125 carbs a day I can eat. That's it, which is good because like there's a lot of, it's not necessarily keto. Keto involves increased fat intake and also lowered protein, which I'm shocked on. What is attacking me? Oh, piglins. They still want me dead.
Okay. But see, that's the thing. People always, and I think it's because of the way that specifically America marketed fat and the way that, people viewed it. It's really stupid. It's a whole multi-scale thing. But point is that fat in C is not bad for us. It's just the specific types of fats. But since, ever since the fat-phobic era of the 70s, people think all fat is bad. And I think it really did not help anyone involved. And it's kind of caused this sort of confusion about fat for years to come. Even now, I think if you try to talk to someone about sort of dieting and all that, it's just nuanced. And it's really difficult to get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Yes, which if anyone here wants a good podcast recommendation that covers things like, health fads and such, Maintenance Phase on Spotify, run by Aubrey and Michael. They are very great. They cover a lot of like fad trends and like pseudoscience kind of stuff. It's pretty good. I enjoy listening to it while I'm at work every now and then. But yeah, like, and just hearing some of these like diet types and just everything, it's like, yeah, people really thought that was a thing, and that was okay. Let's see. America is the Florida to the world, like how Florida is the joke to the rest of America, which, yeah. I mean, honestly, though, every state's kind of got their own crazy people. The thing with Florida that makes it so different is that I believe, if I recall correctly, they're required by law to report a lot more on when things happen than other states. So that's why we hear about so many notorious Florida mans doing really weird shit. At this point, I don't know if Nick Kakado's doing it as marketing or if he's genuinely lost it because of the attention. Nick genuinely lost it after noticing the drama videos gaining more views than hit the mukbang while doing his usual content. Yes, true. Yeah. Some people are just willing to do that for money, and I feel sorry for them. And I really hope that Nick is the point where he can get out of that kind of way, because that's not how to live. That's really not.
No, but it's just because, again, he gets money out of it, and I can't blame him. You really can't blame a dude for wanting to make his living. Like, that's just, if that's what people want, that's what people want. And I think if you want that to change, then you gotta obviously go to that and prove it by saying, hey, we don't want to watch this anymore, by lessening the views. And then he'll be like, oh shit, maybe I should change my ways. Maybe I should change how I make my content, and then he can get healthier.
Yeah, it's a shame that some people feel like they have to resort to that because it'll make the most money. Like I'm not blaming him for making money and doing things that do make money. But when it becomes like self-destructive like that, that's more than just like selling out and taking an advertisement with like, you know, hair vitamin gummies and things like that, you know, shady products. That's a little bit on a different level. And it's a shame. I'm listening to an amazing podcast right now. What do you mean? Oh, well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I don't know. You know, we market. Do we market the podcast? I think we just market it as us just kind of talking.
I fucking do. I don't know about you.
We just play Minecraft, man. Like, and honestly, this is a different format for me because normally I'm not doing this. Normally I just have the haha funnies, and you know, don't get me wrong, I like that. I like being myself. I like being able to do whatever type of content I want. But occasionally I do like having these discussions. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace that I occasionally like to have.
Yeah, I personally market this more for what we do as a podcast style thing, just because over the 22 now episodes we've done this. Fun fact, this is episode 22 technically.
Wow,
yep. Which, if you ever want to view the other 21 episodes, exclamation mark YT in my chat. All of the VODs are on my YouTube channel, and there's even a playlist for this one. The only downside is this series and then also the Stardew with Max are the only two that are not completely documented due to the fact that I didn't start exporting VODs at the beginning of these. So there's two that are missing, so technically the first one is number 3.
Yeah, well, isn't, like, I know for one of ours we had to cut it, I think?
No, that one's on there. No, that one's up there. I edited that and put it up. No, I'm talking about like when we first started doing this collab back in...
Yeah, okay, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
last year?
Yeah, last year. I didn't start exporting my VODs until like March. So there was 2 that happened before that we do not have documented. But everything else, numbers 3 to 22 now, are on YouTube. In chronological order, with little thumbnails to differentiate what's what, because most of the times I make the titles the same thing. But I consider this more of a podcast because ever since the beginning, like, we started out doing, like, with a serious goal in mind, but then we also just kind of did whatever and also just talked a lot more about ongoing things, especially relating with video games. And especially, there's one episode I do remember where I was just sitting in the little pool outside of our house and we were just sitting there talking. And I don't mind that this is more of a podcast style. I personally enjoy it because you guys know me. I could go on for an hour for talking to chat. After I had I had my hiatus in April of last year. The entire month I was, not streaming. And that's okay. Hold on. I can TP to the house and I can also
No, it's fine. Sorry, go continue. I just whoops. I made mistakes. I died.
Nah, it's all good. So yeah, like what was I actually just saying? Oh gosh, well, I literally just lost my train of thought.
Well, I can say this for sure. Like, for me, I think what I appreciate the most about this is that we can talk about essentially anything, and I feel like it's really like it's an open discussion where we can bring in any topics, the community can bring in any topic, and we're more than welcome to. As long as it's not a touchy subject, I think we're more than welcome to and open to have that conversation.
Yeah,
because I think more often than not, I don't get that opportunity. Like, don't get me wrong, I love being, sort of, more analytical and looking at these things, but I think I like striking that balance of like, hey, I'm a funny guy who happens to make a lot of weird jokes and innuendos and have funny stories. But by the same token, I'm also like, yeah, I have other things beyond that too. I mean, literally, I was cooking all of, the past 2 days, and, that's not something I really advertise on my streams all that much.
Yes. Oh, no, I remembered what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, so I had a break in a hiatus in April, and I didn't stream for an entire month, and then I came back into it. I remember that first stream back, I literally was just talking to you guys for an hour, and I could have gone on for longer than that. It's one thing I don't mind doing because I enjoyed talking to you guys. And Ryker as well. I enjoyed talking to everyone here. all of you, and I enjoy getting to like know you and like us having these open conversations. And Riker, I have to pull up the thing from my camera. I have to, because I didn't pin them into our conversation yet. I am being. Did you just fall on me or did you just hit me?
No.
I am being attacked. I am being attacked. Oh, cool.
Oh, wait, you're in the nether. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
had
was
no idea.
trying to pull up the fucking. I was trying to.
I had no idea. You didn't even let me know, so I was just kind of unaware. I was like, where the f are you? Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
You pulled the Houdini on me.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get the. Yeah, it was a death cube.
Death cube. Sounds like something from regular show.
Yes, the magma cube. It's a death cube. But no, I had to pull up the coordinates because I don't think I have them pinned in our chat. I know I have our house one pinned. And I
okay, I
think that is literally it is the home coordinates. I don't know why I just didn't pin the other ones. But yeah. So I like talking to you guys. I like being interactive with chat. I'm not fucking Ninja Blevins. I enjoy actually acknowledging you guys and having a conversation with you and having an open dialogue.
Yeah.
We talk about things here. Sorry, you go.
I think we're small enough to do that because I feel like at Tyler Blevins or like, you know, Pokimane, chat, and I've always stated that, is that there's a middle ground with chat. And when you're a streamer, you have the beginning days where chat is like just non-existent, so you just kind of have to keep going and just talk with yourself and just keep going. Eventually you hit a point where chat is more active, and then obviously you're gonna have a lot of chatters, blah 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 blah. But once you get to a big enough point, chat is meaningless. It just goes too quickly, and you're not able to pick people out, and you have to pick and choose your battles. So it's like essentially chat is meaningless.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're just gonna have to make up topics as you go along, and it's not like a diss to any of the big streamers who, you know, like are able to do that. Hey, power to you. But I'm just saying, after a certain point, it just goes too quickly for you to pick up anything worth of meaning and have a dialogue with every single individual person.
Yeah, but it just also seems like, at least with like ninja streams, because I can't speak on any other big streamer, but I have been to a ninja stream before, and just like not even acknowledging like the occasional message or so, like just completely not even looking at chat. Like he might acknowledge like when a donation would happen. But like that's it. And it's like, yeah, I get chats going by a million miles an hour even with slow mode, but even then it's like you are just like, they're just sitting there just watching you, and there's like no interaction. Like you're literally talking to other people in a VC, and it's just like, what the fuck. Like I can't personally grasp it, and I don't ever want to grasp it. I actually had this conversation last night before I started my own stream. I found out more about the requirements for partner and recently. So like partners are required by contract to do 60 hours a month. And for anyone who wants some you know, quick math here, I stream 3 days a week for average 4 hours each stream at minimum. I get about 48 hours doing just weekends. I would quite frankly blow my brains out if I had to do any more than that.
And well, it's I have to do my math, and I'm curious because I think I do it 4 times a day or 4 times a week, but I only do it like 2 to 3 hours. It really depends, but it's usually on average like 2.
Yeah, and it's like I just like you have to just give it your all at that point, and it's like, yeah, I like having a life outside of streams. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy making people happy and putting out content, but at the same time, I also enjoy doing other things like getting to hang out with some other friends. Hanging out with Axel. We all know that. As much as I shrimp, I'm surprised I haven't really shrimped a lot today, but I enjoy hanging out with my boyfriend and having date nights. Fun fact. But like, so yeah, just things like that. I don't want to be like that. I don't ever want to get big. I always said, oh, I wanted partner just for like emote slots. Nah, fuck it. I will get 7TV and literally any other third-party extension for emotes. I don't want partner anymore. I really don't. Like, I just want to be here and just, you know, have fun and make you guys happy and entertain you.
So in a month it's 744 hours. So I'm trying to think of how many days. I'm trying to do the calculation in my head. I can't like do the calculation right now off the top of my head. I'll have to do it later. Like, I'm pretty good at math, and you know, I'm a huge math buff. I do love my math.
I can show you how to do it. Do your average for a week, and then multiply that by 4, and then multiply that number by 12.
Okay, by 4.
Because
Wait, why am I
4.
multiplying it?
Okay, so hours a week. So
This
it's
whole- oh, is it-
one full week times 4 because there's normally 4 weeks in a month.
Okay, so
I'm
I
on
see. So
fire.
it's like, okay, I'm thinking in my head. If I'm averaging it, then I'm trying to see in my head. Okay, I think it would be like 4 times 2 is 8, so it'd be like 8 hours a week.
Okay, times 4.
There we go. 32?
32 times
what I
12
got.
then is how much you'd get in a year. So you get like about 32 a month.
380.
Yeah, so about 380 a year, but like, yeah, 38 a month though. Do twice that much, and that is what you would have to be legally required minimum to keep partnership
Oh, fuck.
on Twitch.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
in my head. Well, okay, that's if I did 2 hours, because that's but if I were to like do that, I probably end up doing 3 or 4. So let's assume I do 3 hours. So then I'm doing let me case 3 times 12.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna.
Times
Bigger streamers have a chat that's too insane to keep up
4.
with. Even ones that try their best can only pick out one message even so often. Proper conversations with chat go right out the window. Yeah, like I'm minding more on the fact like for people who like don't even acknowledge the occasional message. Like I get it, they're not gonna be able to have a conversation to the extent that we do. They're never going to be able to do that. But at least it like for them to acknowledge the occasional message every now and then, not just like sitting here completely ignoring it like as if you're not even like there. Like, I just don't understand the appeal in streams like that, in my opinion. But maybe that's just me. I'm a small streamer. I like it on the small side. I like being able to read messages from you guys, and I feel awful when I miss messages.
Okay, I did the quick maths. If I did 3 hours, I wouldn't even be close.
Yeah, like
I would literally.
Yeah.
The only way I'd be able to get away with this, because you said 60 hours, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I would need to do about 3.5 hours. That's on the bare minimum side. But that would mean I'd be pushing 4 hours per stream per like set. So that means I do it 4 times a day. Or 4 times a week. Sorry, English. I'm bad. Sorry, hold on. I'm like kind of scatterbrained because I'm trying to think of all this in my head and calculate it and make sense of it all. But essentially, I have to be streaming 4 hours per day for 4 days straight. I mean, you can obviously split it up, but I'm like, that's how my schedule ends up being. Because I like to give myself essentially like a weekend, but I really don't give myself the actual weekend. So I essentially would be working non-stop for that entire time. And 4 hours is a lot for me.
Oh yeah,
because,
no,
like,
it's
the
not
thing
for
is-
anyone.
For me, the thing is that I'm obviously I'm a hyperactive person by default anyways, and I talk a lot. And it depends on the game, but like I really loud and a lot, and that really does kill my throat like really easily.
Mm-hmm.
Because talking 4 hours straight and also screaming for like a good chunk of it is not good for your throat. So like I know some days I'm shot. Like I know I did recently a 4-hour stream for Neil the One That's Overdue because I was trying to just beat it, be done with it, be over with it. My throat was shot. I felt horrible. And I'm like, oh my god, if I was forced to do that back to back to back for another 3 days, I don't think I could physically handle it. Like, I could talk, I have things to talk about, and I would be able to do it. But I don't think my body could keep up with it. That's where I have a problem with it.
Oh, hey, there's Withers.
It's not my mentality, it's my goddamn throat and my body.
Yeah, no, I understand. When I first started going on to a 4-hour minimum myself, when I swapped over like my schedule to being a night streamer instead of like midday for 2 hours, it wasn't easy. Like it's something you have to work yourself up to getting used to. Also, yo, Pats, what's going on? Hello. You were sitting here playing the mince wraps with Ryker. How are you?
I'm doing good, chill. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't read that, Pat. Sorry, I was in the conversation. I didn't mean to ignore you, brother. I really did want to, like, answer your question. But yeah, it's just crazy. And I would love to, see, the thing is, with Partner, I would love to have it because it's just the opportunities that you get with Partner is amazing. And you get so much more, like, obviously, like, sponsorships and opportunities, and also to work with Twitch, I think, more directly is really fucking nice. But, again, that requirement being so high, I mean, for some people, they're able to do it, because, again, they can throw themselves into anything and just keep rolling. But for me, it's just, like, again, my body is not accustomed to that. Like, I think all my life, I was always a very quiet person, introverted. So, like, my throat is just not accustomed to talking so consistently for so long. Usually I have breaks, and even in, like, when I'm in a VC with someone, I kind of go quiet for a while because I just, I'm thinking or I'm listening to them.
Yeah,
or I'm
exactly.
doing something else. So I have those intermediary breaks. But when I'm here on stream, obviously with streaming in comparison to recording, you can kind of have those breaks because, or like, yeah, you can have those breaks because you have the opportunity to, because it's inevitable to have dead air. That's just the way that streaming works. Not every single
Unfortunately,
second is
yeah.
gonna be filled with conversation. Yeah. But you have to be talking pretty consistently. I'd say the like split would have to be like about I want to say like 70-30.
I'd say yeah, 70
That's
30 or 75 25 at minimum.
yeah, something in that ballpark. Where you have that dead space and it's like a pretty decent amount, but not like a huge amount. Especially for my throat being as like horrible as it is.
Yeah.
And it gets worse if I'm doing voice acting, because a lot of the times I like to do voices when I do like games. I think it's fun. It adds like a little bit of like theatrics and depth to the situation and kind of gives me a little flair to what I do.
Oh yeah.
And doing that also kills my throat, because that's not easy to keep that up.
Yeah. They basically
Especially for like 4 hours.
They basically expect you to be a career streamer. Literally, that's it, Vanta, right there. Like, they expect you and you are a partner, more or less, to make that your career and what you can give to them with that, like, partnership. Like, and that's some hard shit, honestly. I'm gonna be real.
And some people are more than capable of doing it. I think I could get away with it, but it would take a lot of time and a lot of like tea and like just messing with things and making sure that I'm not shooting my throat and doing little like tactics so that it can handle that.
Yeah. Also the time commitment. Like, you do so much outside of just streams, right? Or I already know that, like with editing and everything.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's because I okay, like recently I've taken up TikTok, so TikTok, YouTube, I'm still working on that, but I haven't been working on it consistently. I do some consulting here and there for some people. I do I'm trying to think of what else I do. I honestly can't remember. There's just so much
I'm being
stuff in the
attacked by
moment.
Wither. Can you please get here?
Oh yeah. So, oh wait, shoot. Sorry. I forgot you were still there. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm running. Okay, he's behind us. Damn.
Shoot. Sorry. There we go. I got
Nah,
it.
it's all good, homie. It's all good. There are some more out there on the platform. I was getting rid of the blazes.
Oh, no, my bad. The blazes.
Yeah, but there's like another one out there. Like where our usual patio thing.
Yeah. I gotcha. I see it. Here it is. Hello, little guy. Hello. Ow. I got hit. Ow. No. Damn. All right. Well, I mean, it is only looting one, so I'm not expecting too much.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Shoot, what was I saying?
We're talking about
something in mind.
About how the fact, like, yeah, you do a lot of stuff outside of streams, so it's like, yeah,
I
even
do
with
a
the
lot of
time
stuff
commitment
outside of the stream.
too.
Oh yeah, I edit as well. I've actually been editing for people on the side as well.
Oh,
Doing.
Nice.
Yeah. I find it fun because I wanted to build up my skill anyways. I needed it. I've been doing that. I have to consult with people for obviously like art and other things like that, and doing some other secret projects as well. Meetings with some of the groups that I work with, because obviously I work with that. Meetings for like maybe joining like VTuber groups. I don't know. I can't say anything.
Oh, some confidential secret stuff. Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I do, and man, am I tired. Like and sometimes I feel bad because I talk to so many people consistently as well that I have to keep up with. Like, and I think Axel knows this. That I do forget things really easily, and I do forget to like do like obviously games with people, and I feel awful. And recently I've started to like kind of slowly purge people who are not worth my time anymore, because I've just been putting so much investment with so many people that I've been spreading myself so thin that there are some people that I'm like, okay, I don't actively talk with you, you don't actively talk with me unless I force it, and I'm like, I just can't keep doing this. I just have other priorities in my life where I need to keep intact.
Yeah,
that are worth keeping.
And I respect you for collabing with as many people as you do, because I find it hard to like collab with a lot of new people like that I've had only a handful of conversations with. Like it's definitely different like when I'm collabing with like you and Pengy and Max and Axel and literally everyone else here, because like you guys are my friends. Like I know you well enough, and like it's just we kind of have like this like natural flow when we start talking.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
And like, cause I've done collabs and been on collabs with people that I don't really know a whole lot, like it can be fucking awkward, or you just don't honestly mesh together. Like personalities just kind of clash.
I mean, that's why what I usually do, and this is what I've learned to do, and I know it sounds like really shady, if I don't put it into the context of, like, obviously, I just want to make sure that we, make great content together and that we don't end up, like, in bad, like, situations or end up on bad terms, that I usually like to vet people. And what I mean by that is I usually will, like, have a conversation with them, or I, like, play games with them, or do some stuff off camera for at least, and this is the bare minimum, at least 3 months.
Which...
And once you've gotten past that point, then I'm like, okay, you want to do something? Because then I know we're going to mesh together. But if I do it immediately, or if I don't, like, because I think by 3 months, you're comfortable with a person where you'll allow them into sort of things that you wouldn't normally tell people, like, that you've just met,
Yeah, which I think that's actually funny, because I don't think we actually ever did any of that before our collabs.
Well, no, because this was before I, like, I think when I met you was around the time when I was so open to meeting so many new people, and I call this the Twitter era, where essentially I met so many people in one go.
The Twitter era.
And some of them I forget, some of them I just don't talk to, or some of them we just didn't meld well. It's just so much crap that I just, I then learned from that, being like, okay, I do want to talk to new people, but I just have to, like, put a limit on it and put a cap on how many people I can talk per day, and how many new people I'm willing to enter into my life. Because, yeah, I've had a lot of times where that has kind of completely backfired on me when I allowed people super easily into my life,
Yeah, no, I understand completely, dude. No, I just found it
why
funny.
That's why I have that process. And I feel bad because a lot of people think, oh, he's just being egotistical. Oh, this and that,
Nah, I get it, just because I've seen a lot of things from VTuber Twitter and everything. Like, there are some people who, like... Oh god, we can go from venting about Nintendo, we could go to venting about VTuber, the VTuber quote-unquote community, and how there's so many people who will, like, dispose of you the minute you are not useful to them, and I think that's so fucked. Like, that entire mindset of looking at people as only stepping stones for furthering your own career is so whack, and people do it so frequently in the VTuber sphere.
I mean, what's funny is that, now that you talk about that, I've actually had that before.
Oh, no, I have too. I've been dropped like a bad habit the minute I wasn't useful to some people. Like, and these are people I talked to, like, relatively frequently. Like, we might not have always hung out, but, like, definitely on Twitter, like, I interacted with them very frequently. And then just, they kind of blew up, and then I just, kind of got tossed to the side.
Yeah, they got better friends. They got people that were in popular places, and it sucks. It really is like a kick in the dick, essentially.
Yeah, no, it really fucks with you.
Oh no, it totally it messes with your mind as well, because then you have, like, a lot of trust issues. I already had trust issues before, but this, like, absolutely gave me trust issues, like, even more profoundly, and is why I get very antsy with new people now, and especially, like, VTubers, I get really, really antsy, because I'm like, are you trying to use me, or are you genuinely trying to get a friendship out of me?
Yeah.
That's what I have to vet for immediately. It's like, okay, if you just want a collab, no. Like, get to know me first before we do anything else. And if you don't like me, and like, we're not gonna meld well together, then that's just how it be, and that's okay.
Exactly.
Not everyone's gonna get, and I think that's something that I think some people have forgotten more than ever now, is that sometimes you're not going to work with everyone. Not everyone you're going to get along with. And that's okay. That is literally okay.
Yeah.
But so long as you can be on, like, terms where you're like, okay, you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you, we don't cause any, like, each other trouble, we're just going to kind of go our separate ways, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
Because that's just how life works.
Yeah.
People will come and go, and that's fine. But the moment you make it a problem, the moment you make it sort of a bigger thing, then that's where shit's going to go down, and that's how we end up with all the, like, drama and bullcrap that I just see on Twitter, where it's like half the time I'm like, dude, really? Was this necessary to be brought onto the public?
Yeah, it's not it's not like when, people are warning others about an actual fucking predator in the community. Like, it's the things that could have definitely been handled, like, behind closed doors. You know?
Absolutely.
Or like, in private.
In private, or between these two people, rather than, like, being brought out into the general public, where it's like, was this really necessary to be brought out here?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that this was, like, a bad situation for someone, but it's like, you didn't need to bring it out, because, like, maybe they were bad to you, or maybe just something happened between you two. It just seems like a personal issue, rather than it being, like, a whole community sort of situation. And I think that's the thing, is that people forget to distinguish between a personal issue to a hardcore problem. And that's, again, people are never going to get along. That's just humanity. That's chill. And I don't blame people. Like, whenever someone tells me, oh, I don't like this person, I'm like, okay, understandable, fair enough.
Yeah. Hold on, me sit here and catch up chat. Sometimes people just don't get along, and that's fine. But I can see how collabs would be super rough to do. Yes, very true. Which also, like, just because you don't collab well with someone, also doesn't mean you can't be their friend. Like, you can still like play
Oh no,
games in
that is
private.
absolutely true.
And I think that's another thing people forget. Like, yeah, like you can still do things with people outside of collabing on stream. Fun fact.
Oh no, exactly. Like, and that's how I instantly know when someone's trying to use me or trying to like get clout or whatever. It's like,
yeah, when they
they're
don't want to
like,
do
it's
anything off stream.
Yeah, exactly. They want to do everything on stream. They're like, no, 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 I want to do this with you on stream. I want to like, have you on my stream and so on and so forth. I'm like, or like they'll, sometimes they'll like bring up like, oh, you should have rated me or whatever. And they'll play like sometimes people are like, they try to be sly. They're like, oh, I'll play it off as a joke. I'm like, bro, you're not slick.
Yeah.
You're clear as day, like telegraphing to me what you want.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's what you want. All right, you want to make a career. I'm not gonna judge you for it. There are other ways to go about it, but rather than being blunt force about it.
Yeah. Shit's like that's whack. Stuff like this makes me really afraid of success, to be honest. Like, I don't want to know what it might do to me. Honestly,
well, I think that's the thing.
I'm trying to think of like how with describing this. Like, I think you can kind of tell when a person, if like success or fame, like, would get to them because of how they kind of like seem very flimsy with their own sense of self, I guess. But I also say that as if, I have the same fears. Like, oh man, like if I got rich or successful, like what would that look? Would I change or would I still be the same me? Like, because I don't believe in selling out my values and beliefs. I genuinely do not.
Exactly.
And I believe in honesty being the best policy first and foremost. And I live my life like that. And I always give people the benefit of the doubt that they do the same, which unfortunately has bit me in the ass a few times.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just how it be. That's how the world works. When you try to be kind to it, the world like kicks your ass for it.
True.
But I don't know how to put it. Like, just I can see why people get scared, but like for me, I think once you've had your moral compass in place, you're gonna stick to your morals.
Yeah.
But if you're the type of person who's like, you'll drop anything, you'll give up everything, just this one thing, you have a passion, but you're just willing to throw everything else out through the window for it, then or have an addictive I think that's another thing. Addictive personalities can be pretty, like detrimental, not just for like fame and riches, but it's just like you're gonna double down on it, and I think that's what I'd say in the case of Nikado Avocado, it essentially is. He's just doubling down because he probably has an addictive personality of like, oh, this is getting me what I need, and this is success.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep doing it,
Also,
it becomes its own sort of drug.
Yeah. Also, Starfire, welcome back from vacation. Hopefully it was a good one, and thank you for telling me to put on the cat ears. Sorry, I just got to your message. We're kind of in that. And it's just, But no, you can kind of like tell Vanta, like with how some people are, like you'd be able to tell if it would affect them or not, including yourself, I'd say. In my opinion, especially when the damaging effects of fame and success are so plainly visible, it's pretty natural to be worried about what it'd do to you. We're in that deep thought zone. Well, hey, that's also another reason why I refer to my streams with Ryker as a podcast, because we openly talk about these things, and these are things I would always talk about openly on my own, but it's always nice to have someone on here with me to talk about it as well.
Yeah, well, I think it's because like I'm the type of guy where I'm not open about my opinions because more often than not that they're bad opinions or anything. I just, with the way that the internet works, and especially with my streams and how Mimi and Trolly and kind of how I built my community, and I don't mind it. Again, I love being that guy. I love being sort of my silly, crazy, wild self because that's who I am as a person. That's like not like changing. I'm not putting on an act. That's who I am. But sometimes I do want to have that moment of like, hey, let's reflect. Let's look at these things because I am an introspective person.
Yeah.
There was a hot minute in high school where I was very quiet, very shy. I was very introspective. I had thought and meaningful, like more thoughtful, meaningful conversations with myself and with other people. And that's nice. I appreciate that. So this is kind of like my opportunity to do that because otherwise, outside of that, I feel like more often than not, I'd be not ridiculed, but like just people would not give a crap. They'd be like, go back to the funny. I want the game, kid.
Well, that's why I guess it's a good thing we are collabing because I am that bitch. That enjoys talking about things, especially deeper topics. And not like fake deep, like fucking debate Twitter, which, oh my gosh, I saw a post earlier that went viral. It was this Fiverr purchased like cartoon drawing of like, you know, oh, Twitter, like, you know, not wanting actual debates and they just want like haha funny ratios. And I think it was in response to a transgender woman fucking ratioing JK Rowling for some
I
bullshit that
gotcha.
she had posted. And just reading the replies on this tweet and the difference between these replies, which were definitely a very big ego circle jerk, compared to the quote retweets that were just like pointing the bullshit out. It was just like, oh my gosh. Like you can tell like they're the same kind of people that are like, that were like doing the whole ego circle jerk. Were like the fake intellectual and things like that. Or like, you know, like
Yeah, I got you.
the kind of people who kept the mindset of r/this is deep, I'm 14 into adulthood.
I got you.
Yeah, like that
It's
kind
like
of
the
shit.
Tumblr side of things, you know, or
Yeah.
like 4chan.
Yeah, and just
4chan Woo-sama.
and just thinking that
Dude.
they're so much better than everyone else and they're just so much smarter and, you know, stronger and cooler and just yeah. And it's just like, oh my gosh, please just end me. But yeah, so like it's not anything like that what we do here. Like we just kind of talk. I'm also dying.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm not dead
Well, I
yet.
think it's just like we bounce off of like things, and I think I can appreciate that. Is that a lot of times like I bounce off really well with a lot of people, and I think especially like people who are crazy and wild, they'll say some wild shit, and I just go with it. I'll just like fucking.
Oh
I'm the
my
type of guy where
gosh.
you say some shit, I will fucking go for it. Like when most people are like, nah, fam, I won't do it. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I mean, we
It's
are
for the
here for
content,
funnies.
you know?
We are here for the haha funnies every now and then.
But you know, when it's a situation where it's like, oh, it's deep, meaningful conversations, I take that opportunity. You know, I already have meaningful conversations off camera with a lot of people, and I think a lot of the time some people get off-putted by it. They're like, wow, you are really introvert, like weirdly like conversationalist, but in the weirdest way possible. I'm like, well, yeah, it's just because you know I don't show that side of me on camera. Again, more often than not, I'm just kind of reserved about it.
Yeah, also not everyone has to be haha funny 24/7. I think a lot of people forget that with content creators. Like I really think they do. Let's see. I'm really only open
Oh, I
about
mean,
my
yeah,
opinions
well,
around people I feel safe doing like you guys, which I appreciate that, Vanta. That means a
well,
lot.
because I think it's like a dance monkey dance situation where it's like we're just the carnival act, and you know they want their dopamine.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, bitch, I'm a person behind the screen. You know, I'm not just here to like provide free content. I'm here to do what I want, if anything, first and foremost. I am a very selfish streamer. And that's one thing I think anyone should be as a streamer. Be selfish. Do what you want to do. Don't just do things because they will get you views or something. Do what you genuinely enjoy.
Oh no, absolutely. I think one time I, you know, was on the train of thought of like obviously wanting to be like, oh, I want to pop off, and I could have popped off had I done what you know some of these people were telling me to do. You know, of like, oh, do the popular games, or oh, do this and that, and it's like, you know, freaking do this thing. I'm like, yeah, I could have, but it's like I can even tell you from one experience that I can off the top of my head. This was during the era where you know like Cooking Simulator was popular. Remember that?
Yes. I
Yeah,
do
when
remember that.
was meta for a while. Yeah, and so I remember at one point I was like, you know, I'll do that. I got a ton of followers from that day. I fucking popped off. People loved it. I hated it. I found it hella stupid, hella annoying, and I didn't find it entertaining. I found no value in it, but it got me views. I was in the middle of a crossroads where I was like, okay, I have a choice right now. I could either double down on this, make more than enough content, but then I'd be chasing trends for the rest of my time doing this. Where
Yeah,
I
exactly.
constantly try to one-up myself on being funny, on trying to be like, oh, look at this random guy, he's saying some whack shit. Or do I want to have those moments, but intermingled between those, I have this sort of meaningful conversation. And, you know, that's nice. I appreciate that. You know, where I can just kind of talk. And even then, outside of this, I do talk about, like, my video games and you know, retro gaming and sort of the medium as a whole and how I view it. I do occasionally talk about that because that's just what I'm passionate about. So I
Exactly.
will, like, sometimes have those more serious moments, or, like, when I'm discussing about a game and its nuances, I will discuss about it because I just love the depth of games and what they can do and how they go about, you know, doing their systems. It's fucking nice.
Ooh, one day we're gonna have to do a rant of like different nuances in video games and like games that really shook up the medium of video game storytelling. Like, oh gosh, I mean, there's so much we could do for that.
I would love to do that. I would love to discuss that sort of stuff. You know, you know, this is actually nice because I actually wanted to do a podcast at one point, and I got really, really close to doing a video game podcast. it didn't pan out because obviously I don't talk to those friends. They kind of just like they vanished on me. They kind of went their own way, or some of them for a hot
Ah.
minute. We weren't on good terms.
Oh.
Yeah. Luckily, I think one of them I'm on good terms with. The other one, they just vanished on me. I have literally like they just
Disappeared.
yeah, they don't respond to me. And I gave up. I was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not gonna put in the effort of like trying to have communication with me, I'm not gonna put the effort in as well. That's kind of been my philosophy for a hot minute.
No, that makes sense though. Oh, fuck.
I died. I got fucking blasted off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment to read chat while you TP back to me. Let's see. Also, yo, Joe and Furret both. Hello, how you doing? Sometimes you need to be that guy that'll yes and any improv, and that guy that can be superhuman on screen at the same time. True, Vanta, very true. Coco, I'm drinking Mountain Dew alcohol. How is that?
Yeah.
Do we still give Ryker D's nuts jokes? Joking.
The Baja Blast one? Oh shit, there's a
Oh, that's a thing? Nice.
Yeah, no, they said they were gonna do that.
Also, yo, UPS, hey, how's it going?
Shit.
Alright, hold on, I'm coming. Or did you die again?
I died, but like I just killed a wither. Hold up. I got it. Yeet.
Oh wow, there's a bunch of blazes now. When they literally were not here 5 seconds ago. I just want you to know that.
Oh no, they spawn like crazy. Dude, yeah, I remember they were talking about that. I think my dad sent me that. Like at one point, he's like, "Hey, look, they're doing Baja Blast, but like alcohol edition." I was like, "Really?"
I drink it.
I mean, I am not a huge alcohol type of guy. I'm more of a coffee guy, which I know sounds weird. It's like, really, you like coffee but not alcohol? Well, listen.
I mean, people think that you have to mutually like those are mutually exclusive. Really? Like.
Well, because the idea is that like coffee is obviously the bitter flavor, and it's like the same with alcohol. It has that strong kind of bittery flavor. I'm like, yeah, but I don't seek that out because there's a burning sensation, and on top of it, I don't like the feeling it gives me. I'm like, ugh, it feels weird, warm, and ugh.
Yeah,
it's not comfortable for me.
Maybe it's just me as someone who does drink both and enjoys both. I mean, I say this because we also like just did a drinking stream last night with Final Fantasy, and I was tipsy. But I just think just because you like one doesn't mean people should automatically assume you enjoy the other. I know plenty of people who only like one or the other or both. Like that's not like a mutually required thing, and it's kind of whack to hear that there's people who assume that.
It's fine. I'm not bitter about it. It's just more the fact that, you know, it's actually kind of the reason why I wanted to do a coffee tier list at one point. And I've been telling myself I want to do it. I just don't know how to go about it. I've been thinking about it, but I do want to do it.
You'd have to get a lot of brands, but that would be a pretty cool thing to do.
No, absolutely. See, that was the idea. I was like, okay, am I going by coffee brands? Am I going by like medium roast, like dark roast? Okay, from there, like how big the coffee cup is. How much of it am I putting milk on it, or am I just going like full on black? You know, like these are the things I have to think about when I do it. And obviously, I'd have to like take it in sips because I would literally like just be on so much caffeine. So I would have to straight up like only have like maybe a shot of it or something to be able to get through like all of them, and then make a guess and like a tier list that would be appropriate.
Yes,
because I feel like that's kind of become part of my branding. It's like, he's the coffee ninja. He likes the coffees.
Which, if you like,
I fucking love coffee.
I can give suggestions for how to do it. First off, I'd say keep it all plain black, just as is, so that you can rate the quality for what its taste, like its taste itself, and you know the quantities or the qualities of the coffee itself, not like with cream or anything.
Well, I was gonna put cream. I was gonna probably just put milk or something.
Well, even then too.
I would normally do it.
I mean, as long as you keep it everything, so you got to think of it like a science experiment. And I'll get back to chat in a second.
You know, everything in control. I would keep the milk the same. I wouldn't change the milk. It would just be the same exact milk
type, same amount, same preparation.
Yeah.
So like an experiment, keep everything the same. Also,
the
even
only thing
potentially,
would be the coffee, yeah.
Also potentially like making sure that you do the exact same thing. Like if you're doing this like for breakfast, like if you're going to eat something, make sure you eat the exact same thing with everything.
Yeah. Well,
so,
no,
just to
I
keep
think
it
the
like
thing is,
fair.
like, when I usually do it here, it's just for stream, which it's like, okay, I just have the coffee alone.
Yeah.
I don't, have it with anything else. So it would just be the coffee itself, which is good. You know, it's not. I wouldn't be changing anything too drastic. I'd just be adding milk and changing a couple small things here and there to keep it all controlled. Because obviously, I want to keep it all controlled for this experiment. But it would be a lot. I mean, look, here, I can even tell you how bad my coffee addiction is. I occasionally, with my sister, will occasionally go out, and I've been like cataloging all the coffee places in my town and in the town next over. I think the two towns next over, and writing them down in a master list, and say, okay, one of these days we need to go through all of these and then like pick out the best ones, because we've been to a couple of them and they're fucking marvelous. A lot of them are doing coffee amazing. But it's just like I love experiencing new types of coffee, and especially from a new place, because
Nice.
each place does it differently, and sometimes the roasts are different, and how they go about the roasts are different, and what place they get it from is different. Because some of them go Central America, some of them go from Africa, some of them go from because coffee beans only grow in the equator, so there's a huge area to kind of go from for each coffee brand. Like I know some from Ethiopia, some are from Ethiopia, some come from like the poop of an animal. You know, it's just all these different types of and how they're prepared. It's just insane, and I appreciate that. So I love trying them out and seeing like, ooh, I like this for this reason. Oh, I like this. I don't like this for this reason. You know, so on and so forth. It's something that I would love to just kind of do more often. Beyond doing like just retro gaming and helping out people with retro collecting, because I know I've been helping out a lot of people with that, because you know I am passionate about it. And I think what sucks for me the most is that I don't have a lot of retro stores near me. Like that, just retro gaming does not exist in my general vicinity, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because I have to do most of my purchasing online, which is a very different experience. Where I would love to meet people, I would love to interact with other retro community members and like kind of talk about our stories of gaming and all that, because it's fun. It's nice to talk about it with other people and their experiences with it and their kind of viewpoint on things. But you know, you don't really get that when you're going through a screen.
Yeah.
Though I will say I've met some nice people, and I would love to. I think my goal one day is to have someone that recognizes me on one of these apps and be like, "Oh, you're that guy." I'm like, "Yeah, hi," and you know, have that conversation.
You. That's Ryker. You're the haha funny
boy.
ninja man.
Like, it's not an egotistical thing for me. It's just more the fact I want the conversation. I want to be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm buying this off of you. Like, how did you get it? What is it like?" You know. I want the conversation rather than the popularity thing for it. Rather than being recognized, I just want the conversation.
Nah, I get it.
Because that makes it easier for people to conversate with me if they know me, they're aware of me.
Yeah.
Because they're not aware, it'd be really weird. Be like, hey, how dare you? They'd be like, all right, weirdo.
Yeah. How about them Red Sox?
Be like, all right.
Let's see.
Thanks, man.
Yes. Also, Joe. Yeah. Let's see. Check Discord. I bought regular. They have Baja Blast and Wild Cherry, and I want to say watermelon too. Ooh, Wild Cherry sounds good. It tastes amazing. Nice. That's Ryker. He's the guy who always falls for D's nuts. Yep, that's for it. You're not wrong. That is Ryker. Let's see. This week was so long for me.
Why am I known for that?
Because you fell for 4 of them back to back to back.
Well, because okay, let me explain myself. They were super innocent. They were like, oh, here's the question. You know, like it was like an old lady, you know, who had the knife in her purse. You know, you just like, oh, let me help you. And then she's like, I got you. It's like, oh, God, no, not my kidneys.
Gotcha, bitch.
Exactly. I don't want the ice bath. Not again. Not again.
Oh, my gosh.
So now I just have distrust with all questions sometimes. I'm like, is this a D's? I have to immediately be like, is this a D's nuts joke, or is this like an actual genuine question?
Oh, no, same. I've had to do the same thing. This week was long for me, so I'm resting as much as I can before next week starts. The construction company wants to rip the floors out of the master bedroom now to dry the walls and floors. Yo,
damn, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, because of the mildew mold thing. I remember that from UPS because there was a water damage. That flooded the house. So, yeah.
The one weakness of many things, water.
But yeah, hopefully they're able to like do that pretty smoothly, UPS, and hopefully it won't take as long, and it's just like a nice, clean, one and done process.
Gotcha.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Also, I did just notice the time. Did you want? Sorry.
Yeah, I might. I might start calling it. I want to do 2:30. I think when we hit 2 hours and 30 minutes, I think I'm gonna call it there.
All right, so we got 10 more minutes. I'm sorry, I had to just start laughing because the auto-tune baby sound effect was redeemed.
Bruh.
Yeah,
just reminds me, where is Axel? I talked about him earlier. Where is the boy? Is he streaming?
He might be playing. I think he's playing with Max right now. They're doing Void Train. Not like on Twitch, but like on a private Discord. And so
I
I'm definitely
gotcha.
gonna go check and watch that because I like watching them play. And
Ain't that
yeah,
adorable?
I like being a shrimp. What can I say?
I mean, hey man, that's understandable. I mean, no one would shrimp for this idiot. They'd just be like, they run away in fear.
Hey, you never know. You never know, Ryker.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Most people are running away, not running towards.
I mean, but Cicero runs towards you. Cicero shrimps for you. I don't know if Cicero's still in your chat right now or if he had to leave early. But or Cisco.
I don't believe.
Yeah, Cisco.
Oh,
Cisco.
Oh, yeah.
Cisco. You shrimp for
Cicero.
Ryker.
Who the fuck is Cicero?
Cisco. I'm
Well,
very
no,
sorry,
I
but like,
love Cisco. I mean, like, I've known Cisco for a very long time. I actually met him through someone else, and you know, he's a really chill dude.
yeah, he
And
shrimps
like,
for the homies.
we're on good terms. Yeah, he's a homie. So like, I don't. That's why I don't view it like that. You know, I don't think
Damn.
no rando is gonna be running towards me. Hell no.
You
They'll be
really,
screaming in fear. They'll be like, "Oh God, he's here! Riker, run for your lives!"
you really out here just telling Cisco, wow, yeah, I know you shrimp for me, homie, but it doesn't count. Fuck you.
Well, no. It's not that it doesn't count. It's just a different type of shrimping because it's a homie to homie shrimp.
I mean,
Like that. It's not the same kind of shrimping. You know, I'm saying like, you know, someone to look at me and be like, "Hey, yo, you looking mighty fine." You know, like that. That would be nice. I'm not saying I want someone to say that right now. I'm just saying that'd be nice because I'd be like, well, then I feel like I'm a bottle of champagne rather than a bottle of cheap wine.
Oh my gosh.
That just is in the corner crying.
Riker, you're a chill dude. I know you will have someone who looks at you like that. And they will want to hold both of your hands disrespectfully.
Damn.
I know
Not
one
right.
day.
Jesus will be looking down crying.
That's when
but
you
it will be worth it.
That's when you look Jesus in the eyes when you both do it. And then commit and then commit premarital eye contact.
Oh God, not premarital eye
God,
contact.
I'm sorry. I've already told Axel, you know, once he comes to visit, like I'm going to be holding both of those hands and I will be making the most premarital eye contact. Jesus will cry, maybe.
Oh no,
but
dude,
I'm gonna do it anyway.
We'll make Jesus cry in his sleep. Will be the premarital cuddling I'll be doing. He'll be like, no, not that. Anything but that.
Yeah, oh shit, yeah, you're right. The cuddling. Oh.
It's sacrilege.
Yep, it's gonna be
but
like
I don't
that.
care. It will be worth it.
Also, yo, Hibiki, hey, what's going on, dude? Coco, you looking mighty fine. Respectfully. I want someone to hold my hands disrespectfully. Fuck you, Jesus!
Fucking Jesus.
Oh,
Wait. So you're doing it with Jesus, but you also want to. Damn, you're really cucking Jesus over, huh? Damn. You know, he's out here loving you, giving all his attention, and then you just out here trying to be having some side stuff going on. Shoot.
Oh my god.
I gotta do that to my poor man.
Vanta, that was one of the funniest things I've ever read, so much that it's now quote number 66. Coco, do you have Skyrim brain or something calling someone fucking Cicero? Yeah, probably. I am the Dovahkiin. I mean, y'all have seen our Skyrim playthrough, how that goes. I am the fucking Dovahkiin.
Does that mean every time you shout, you destroy your house? Man, your cats must be terrified of you.
Vanta says Riker, no, I don't even like dudes. Damn, you just fucking cucking Jesus like that, Vanta? He just,
yeah,
what if he wants to hold hands?
Nah, man, wow, you really did that to Jesus. You really had to throw him down. Yeah, look at he's crying right now. He wanted your attention, and now you did this to him.
I love it so much.
You gotta go apologize to Jesus now. Go to your church.
I will steal all of Jesus's bitches.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my gosh.
Not Mother Mary.
Hold on, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go enchant my stuff real quick since I have levels now finally, and probably, repair things too and make things. Hold on, where'd those? Did you use up all the iron bars that were in here?
I do not think so. No, there should be some more.
Just trying to see before I have to, go, you know, break out some more. Just making sure.
You gotta bust out the couch change, if you will.
Yeah.
Man, if it was only that easy that you could go into your just couch and then you find a bar of iron, dude, honestly, I'd be making so much armor right now in reality and swords.
Yes, Hero of Kavach could kick Dragonborn's ass. It depends on the Dragonborn. Like, I think personally mine, I could take on the Hero of Kavach. And I've played as the Hero of Kavach. I played as both. I'd still kick their ass. But I'm also out here fist fighting dragons. I just remember the
Would
last...
you want to be Spyro the Dragon? Wait, wouldn't that make you a furry?
Last time we streamed, Axel had joined me on call for a bit, and he was sitting here just watching me punch a dragon to death.
Damn, you're just beating the shit. You're like, you square up in my town. I swear to God, you do that one more time, I'm gonna kick your ass all the way down to New Jersey.
I mean, it was literally on site. Alright, so I need to make a new helmet.
It's the Buttery Mafia. You don't fuck with the Buttery Mafia.
Yeah, alright, let me fix my armor.
That should be your Halloween thing. You should be a mafia. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Free content.
Oh, hold on, we need to
The
repair
God
it
Butter.
all the way. The God Butter. I love it.
You just gotta get the little mustache, the suit on. There you go. You're perfect. The slick back hair.
Oh my lord. I love it though.
We need this commission. If anyone out there is an artist, I need you to do me a solid. I need you to draw this as Coco the Godfather.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I'll be making you an offer you can't refuse. Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful. It's my masterpiece. Oh, hello. Hello, skeletons.
Hey, yo, skeleton. Alright, let's see.
Damn it! Oh, come on, man!
Ooh,
I really should have just gotten looting too.
That's not bad. I'll take that. Let's see. I'm breaking... not really what I want for that. Let's try pants.
Wait, Coco, did you ever own a PSP or a PS Vita?
I do own a Vita, actually. I bought it because for Tome games, because there's surprisingly a decent amount for PSP and Vita.
Damn, that's
and some good ones. Yeah, they're actually like some really good ones. And I also had originally bought it because when they first announced P5, they didn't announce what consoles it was going to be for. So I was here. Yes, because I knew that they had like the other personas all there. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna, if there's a chance that they're gonna do it for the Vita, and I already wanted one, like, yeah, I'll buy it so I can play Persona 5. And then they never ported it to the Vita, unlike literally any other Persona game.
Exactly.
And it made me very sad.
Well, I mean, now you have a useless device. No, I'm kidding.
No, honestly, there's still some good stuff. Honestly, Vita, it wasn't marketed the best, and it still had potential for more games, but it's got decent ports, and it does have some decent originals.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, what I tell people is, like, the Vita is the better of the PSP, of the Sony line of handhelds, because I love the PSP. It has a lot of good games, but my problem with it is mainly down to its disk drive, where it is... engineering-wise, you can't miniaturize a DVD tray, and this is why it was never attempted afterwards, because there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of moving, like, obviously the laser and the mechanics of it. It's just too difficult and too precise that it's really, really difficult, and it's why a lot of these, like, PSPs are just dead, because a lot of them have broken down over time.
Yeah.
Because either from the mechanics or the laser diode, and they're such a pain in the ass to repair. The hinge broke, and people didn't treat them right. They're just notorious for being broken and not working all too well over time. And I think this is why the PS Vita is a cartridge-based system, is because they realized, oh shit, DVDs just aren't it, chief. It's not the future for this one. Yeah,
I'm kind of really upset that they, like, did the whole, like, emphasis with DVDs and things, because that's what fucked over the PS3. And I'm still hurt about it.
Yeah, well, it's because they were trying to... This was during the, like, format wars, where they were trying to get HD DVD or Blu-ray, and they didn't realize streaming was really the true enemy that needed to be conquered.
Also, I just realized I took all of those iron ingots and blocks with me, so I'm gonna, like, just throw them at you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
For when
do I have room? I do not have room. Here, take this, and
Here.
take this.
I'll take these. There we go. Cool. Alright, let me, just...
Yeah, just... Make it rain, yo! It's like a rap video up in here.
Yep, there we go. Alright, cool. So now I've got some modified armor. which is pretty
Yo,
rad.
it's the G buttery cocoa.
The G. Oh my gosh. G
Snoop
unit.
Yeah.
What
Actually,
is Persona?
What would you do if you did meet like Snoop Dogg? Now, since I used the word G, I might as well.
I would actually be inclined to smoke weed for once.
Ha!
Like
Smoke
I'm not
the
really down to it, or at the
marijuana.
very least edibles. I would do an edible with Snoop Dogg. I'm not even gonna cap.
You would do it with Snoop. Is that the only time you'd do it? You're
Yes,
like, you know
because
what, Snoop's here.
like I like drinking. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know. I've never had the desire to do weed.
Understandable.
But like with
But, you
Snoop
know,
Dogg,
when
like
you're
with Snoop, it's like, oh, that's something like I feel like I am obligated to do. Like I have to do that. It would be like
You're
an
with
insult
Snoop,
to
You gotta
him.
do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Insult to his culture. It's like, hey, yo.
Yes. Persona is a good RPG series. For it, I can definitely recommend it. Coco Window P5. Yeah, basically. That was
Absolutely.
emotional
I
damage.
highly recommend the P series. Also Shin Megami Tensei just in general.
Yes.
And a lot of its side series. I fucking love all of Shin Megami Tensei and Atlus's like RPGs. They are amazing games. I highly recommend
They
them
are
to
good. They are good. Also, yo, Angel, what's going on? Also, check out the Discord to see the pics of the engine I worked on. I will definitely do that after stream UPS, which, by the way, if you guys aren't already, exclamation mark Discord in the chat if you'd like to join. It's always an
we're
optional
actually getting
thing.
close to-
Oh,
Well, actually,
yeah.
You know what?
It is
we are getting
2:30.
close to wrapping up, but
Oh.
there's one thing that I wanted to say, like, that I forgot to say earlier during our Nintendo things.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
When I bought my 3DS XL, I actually ended up getting 2 games. I got Mario Kart 7 and Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon.
Ooh, Mario Kart 7's a pretty good one. I enjoy 7.
This is the funny thing. I owned a 3DS for like since I want to say.
Did you just stab me?
Was it Pokemon?
Bitch,
No,
did you
that
just
was a
hit
bomb.
me?
No, there is video evidence of me not hitting you.
Then
It
what
was,
just
like, a
caused?
gas.
Oh, it's a okay, cool. Sorry, I apologize for that accusation. I didn't see the gas over there.
Damn, that was cap, man. You about to blame me, shank me, fillet me, and then realize, ah, shit, you weren't even the Whoops.
Yep. I mean, I just turned around and saw you with
This
a
is
knife.
why the freaking Spanish Inquisition must rise once more. We must take down the buttery empire.
Wow.
Viva la revolucion!
The Spanish Inquisition must happen because hello, I'm dead.
Yes, you lost your country because you assumed wrong.
Damn, you right. Ryker out here writing out my own ass lore for me.
Exactly, you're welcome. I'll pay me at 1-800-Riker.com. Oh shit!
Oh my gosh. Oh shit, ablaze.
Oh shit! Oh blaze! Ah! But what were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
I actually don't even remember what I was saying.
You
Oh
were
yeah, no.
talking about,
I think it's just Mario Kart 7.
7.
It's a good game, honestly. I enjoy it. I think it's
Yeah.
fun. I'd still go back and play it, honestly.
I mean, it's fun. It's different. It's because, again, I've never actually had the opportunity. I never grew up with it. I have owned a 3DS since Mystery Dungeons era.
Nice.
And I still never got into them. And
Oh,
it's
you
really
definitely
weird.
need
Like, my
to.
friend, one of my best friends in middle school loved, and I mean loved, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. Never played it. Like, just never played it until today. And I was like, yeah, I'm liking this. This is nice.
Yes.
I don't know. I got into other series before that. Like RPGs, I think really consumed my life for a long time, and is why I just love just JRPGs and Atlas and a lot of other companies. Except for Squeenix. Squeenix can go suck it because they're terrible now.
Yeah, like I still play Final Fantasy 14, but I have problems with Square Enix, you right?
Yeah, exactly. I have beef with you. I love Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I have beef with you.
Yes.
It's
I
kind
like
of the same thing I have with Capcom, where I'm like, I love Street Fighter, I love all your fighting games, I love all the games you make, Mega Man, fucking marvelous. Mwah. Beef with you. Konami, you make good shit. Castlevania, very good stuff. You can go suck it.
yes. Let's see. I drew Sonic in 10 seconds and made a snack. It's in the Discord. Snack the Hedgehog. Nice. I will have to check that out.
The Hedgehog, do not steal.
Yes. I like 7's track lineup, but I got into Mario Kart Wii speedrun stuff, so now I'm only good at that one and can't play the rest of them to save my life. Oh, I like Mario Kart Wii too, and I will say this one. This will be
Yes.
my opinion that is definitely fact, and I will not accept any other opinion otherwise. Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road's the best Rainbow Road. Literally, fuck all the other ones. I could care less about them. Wii's Rainbow Road is the best. I will, yes, sheesh! I will be out here stating what some people don't always agree on. And it's like, it's okay. You're allowed to have a wrong opinion then.
That's a hard opinion, man. Holy shit.
I used to emulate the 3DS to play Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is another series I can definitely recommend to anybody.
Dude, I got hella lucky because there was actually a Capcom sale and they reduced all of the like Ace Attorney stuff to like $5. I got hella lucky.
Nice.
So I finally got Dual Destinies. I finally got Apollo Justice. So I have a complete I have all the games now. I'm solid. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm super happy with it. Still doesn't change the fact I'm missing a lot of games for like the Wii U, but that's fine.
Yes. That's a hot take in a world where Seven's Rainbow Road exists. Vanta, I'm sorry. You're allowed to be wrong. It's okay. You're allowed to be wrong.
Damn, you really want to beef with your community, huh?
Yes. This is the part where I get canceled on Twitter.com because I said that Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road. Actually, no, I'll even type it out. Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road.
I can't believe it. I can't believe the capery that's occurring right now. It's just unfathomable.
Literally any other.
This is not based.
Rainbow Road track. Also, if you guys want, I can live tweet this too. We will live tweet this even.
Shit.
Yep. No, I'm doing that right now on Twitter.com.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, dude, I had something I wanted to say to you. Now I just forgot. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I forgot to ask because I know you have a 3DS, correct, Coco?
Yes, I do.
Did you ever plan on getting a 3DS capture card at any point, or nah? You just kind of it's not worth it anymore.
I don't know if I'll get an actual capture card, but I might homebrew mine so that I can do wireless. Just because it's like fuck it, why not? It was something that's fun fact. That's actually why I bought my Galaxy 3DS. Because I wanted to homebrew it for a wireless capture card. Because literally, Katsukity was the only other option, and I'd rather have potential lag with a wireless capture card than Katsukity any day.
Isn't there another one that also does 3DS capture cards? I can't remember their name.
Yeah, Loopy, but then Loopy kind of just stopped after like a certain point, which I don't blame them.
Well, he does it. Well, Loopy does it infrequently. They'll like occasionally put it back up. It's kind of like you have to blink and you'll miss it sort of situation, you know?
Yeah, it was one of those things. Because like the last time
you have to keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, the last time Loopy had it open for 3DS, like someone ended up like buying out like 2 slots immediately. Like the last 2, and it's like, yeah, you know, I'm really not too pleased that you did that, but also fuck me, I guess. Yeah.
No, you know what? I got you, Coco. If Loopy ever opens it again, I'll get you a slot. Don't worry about it.
Nah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. But I'm not worried about it. If anything, I do kind of want to try the homebrew just because I think it'd be like an interesting thing to learn. Like I've done, you know, console repair stuff and things like that. So I think working more on the tech side of it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do for, you know, as a side hustle, is I do repairs for people. So it's really nice to be able to see these consoles and watch them be, you know, like revived. But there's some that I don't fuck with, like especially like right now with my own. I think it's because I don't know. I'm weirdly like touchy-feely with my own, but with other people, I'm like, no, I'll get down and dirty with it.
Yeah, that's understandable. That is understandable.
Like I think you know they put it under my care, and obviously they know the risks that get involved with this sort of like business. So you know it's okay, and like it's no liability on my end because you know I make them sign waivers and stuff so that you know like it's not. They can't do nothing. But when it's my own stuff, I get more twitchy because I'm like, if I fuck this up, I have to obviously be the one to replace everything and to be the one to fix it.
Yeah, it's coming out of your pocket for sure.
Exactly.
I didn't say.
On top of that, most of my stuff are like the rarer stuff, you know, the much because I want the specified. Like obviously, like GameCube, I have the DOL001, which has the digital AV out. Those are not easy to find. It took me forever to find my like GameCube for like less than $100 because I got mine for $50. It was omega cheap, and it was super nice. Yeah. But I don't, if I fuck it up, like, there's no replacing it without, you know, putting out up front for at least another $100 to fix it. And so it's just like, whew. Same with my PS3, you know, like, that thing is being hardware emulated, like, that's, or hardware, backwards compatibility is just so impossibly rare that if I fuck it up, yeah, that's $300 down the hole once again.
Yeah. I didn't say
it's something that I'm.
Oh, sorry, I was reading chat.
So it's just something I'm not competent in messing with, you know.
Yeah, no, that is 100% understandable. Like I would probably be the same in that position as well. I didn't say I thought Wii Rainbow Road was the best. I just mean a lot of people do. I mean, well, I'm just saying though, in general, Vanta, I'm sorry. I got to start beef with you and everyone else. I also had Sega Smash Pack 2 for PC ROM and got to experience the magic of old Sega games like Comic Zone, Kid Chameleon, and Shining Force. Oh,
damn, these are some good ass games, man. Damn.
That's a throwback.
That's some good ass stuff right there.
Yeah. But,
I mean, also the PS3 has to be like ready for streaming because I need it to be away for 3 hours without it killing itself. So that's another thing that I have to be careful of.
Yeah, I meant 7 Rainbow Road. I'm so stupid. Paid. Nah, it's okay, Vanta. You're still wrong.
Can I just say that? Why is that generation so notorious for overheating and killing their consoles? Isn't that weird?
You know, now that you mention it, that was kind of just a thing for that generation of consoles.
Except for the Wii. The Wii was the only one that got away scot-free for the most part.
That is kind of the weird part there, and I don't know why.
I think it's because like Nintendo during that era was all about like using older tech to build up their consoles, so like it's probably more known, so they probably knew what they were getting themselves into to make the Wii. While I think PS3 and Xbox were trying to push themselves in the boundaries of gameplay and graphics, that they kind of rushed things out to market before they were like fully tested, and they wanted to be compact, sleek, elegant, new age consoles.
That would make sense.
But man, like I obviously there's the Xbox Red Ring of Death, the PlayStation Yellow Light of Death.
Yeah.
And only later on did they fix their problems and rectify them in like updated versions of their consoles. Isn't that like, it's just crazy to think about, and we just kind of accepted that. I mean, now if that had happened with like the PS5 or the Xbox One X, or no wait, the Xbox whatever Series X, like
Series X, I think. Like, oh yeah, no, for sure, people would be like banging down doors and like causing fires.
Exactly, but like back then we were just kind of chill about it. We're like, it's okay.
Yeah,
I just find it bizarre.
We accepted a lot of things back then, and it's just kind of whack.
It's interesting.
It is though. It is interesting nonetheless. I'll fire.
I mean, it's kind of the same idea of like how there was add-ons for like consoles back in the day, and now like when we say like that's not built into the console, we riot. But back then, when they're like, "Oh, an add-on for my console to make it even cooler," fuck yeah!
Oh my gosh, yeah, especially like all the third-party add-ons for handhelds. They were kind of cool. They were kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
All right, you want to call it here?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, because I just looking at the time, like, yeah, you gotta go eat. I have to go feed my cats.
Yeah. I gotta go eat. I gotta go finish up making my chips because I have another batch that I'm working on.
Yes, which good luck with that. Please do not burn yourself on this one.
No promises. I already cut myself again, and like that's why I actually told you this off camera, but to the audience, I actually cut my thumb and I cut my index finger. So like on my right side, I just have bandages. It looks like I just battle scars. Like, man, you went into a good fight, huh? No, fought the fucking cheese grater if that's what you think.
Yes. Vector Man 2 is on Sega Smash Pack 2 also. Nice. Coco, I've been drawn to the incorrect Rainbow Road takes. I'm really late here. Oh, yo, Glitchy, what's going on? Unfortunately, you did just catch us as we are getting ready to end. But if you wouldn't mind joining us for a raid, though, I would appreciate it. Also, I stand by my word. Literally, Wii Rainbow Road is the best one. Literally everything else is... N64? No! No!
Yes, N64. Yes.
No, and this is coming from someone who grew up with the N64 and owned that game. Like, and loved it to bits. Nah. N64 Rainbow Road is not the best one. I refuse. I refuse the slander. Yes. But as you guys know, we are getting ready to end stream, but we don't end stream. We like to go show people support because people support us all the time. So if you wouldn't mind joining us for a raid, !mark raid in the chat, or if you're a subscriber, you can do !mark sub raid. I will be back tomorrow at our usual 10:30, 11 p.m. Eastern time with who knows what. I don't know. We're just gonna do something chill. Maybe like Power Wash Simulator.
Wow.
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and plug my stuff while Ryker also does his outro.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching Mini Boy Ryker with MineCast or Minecraft, whatever you want to. Ow! I hit the filter.
Oh my gosh!
My hands too much. I'm flailing like a fish out of water. No, I will see you guys all tomorrow, which will most likely be. I actually don't know. I think we might just start out the new series, or we might end up doing Final Fantasy VII remake because we are quite a bit in, and I know the game isn't too long, which is surprising to me. I thought it'd be a lot longer of an experience, but man, it's because I think I've been blowing through it more consistently in comparison to other games. So probably gonna end that soon, and it sucks. But you know, I had a fun ride with it. But at the end of the day, you get 10,000 other things, but you decided to spend your time with me, and it seriously means a lot. Take care and keep being your awesome selves, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. We're gonna be raiding my good friend. You got the name right?
Yes, I have it typed in. I'm going to put my raid message in their chat, and I
This
also
is my
wanted.
good friend of mine. They are the best doggo. We're gonna call them best doggo. That's
They
what
are
we're
best
gonna be raiding
doggo.
messages.
All right.
Best
Okay, I'm gonna
doggo.
add that into mine. So you guys, we normally with ours we add Riker's raid message into ours. I just put beast doggo instead of best doggo. There we go. There we go. Best doggo. Nah, we're not doing beast stars, even though that is a good anime from what I've heard. But yes. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, a good start to your Sunday, and I love you all very, very, very much. And stay buttery, my friends. Let me go set this up for rating a channel. So we are going to be rating someone Riker knows, which I'm always offer whoever I stream with, like the chance to tell us who we're gonna be streaming with. They're playing Fortnite. Now that no build is a thing, honestly, that's one thing I was gonna say earlier. Like, when we were talking about like doing games that you like don't want to do, just for the views.
Yeah.
Fortnite was that for me for a while. But I think with the no build mode potentially, like I might go and actually play it because I have been playing battle royales like Apex, and I do think they're kind of fun. So like you guys might one day see me playing Fortnite, no build.
I think it's just for me, I'm not a huge fan of shooters to begin with, and so like for me, it was just never my favorite thing in the world, you know.
Which is very understandable. Trust me, I don't blame you, dude.
Yeah, like give me a hack and slash, give me a fighting game, give me anything, like that's cool. But it's just whenever you have to ask me to aim for shit, I'm like, oh, now you're asking too much of me.
Yeah, no, I get it. But yes, so I see Riker's running out of time on his, so I'm getting ready to go click raid now for mine. But I will see y'all later.
Right.
Have a good Sunday, and I'll see ya later. Stay buttery. Bye bye.
We're gonna be so confused. I love this.
Confusing people. That's what we always do here.